You've been trying, but you're nothing like me. You can make it, but you're not fooling me. If you jump in the fire, I'll be watching you burn. I'll be waiting till you get what you deserve. You've been lying across the 7 seas, tried to hide it, but now it's sink or swim. If you jump in the fire, I'll be watching.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our WCW SuperBrawl 1996 reaction. We've done the episodes leading out to this pay-per-view, like all the pay-per-views that we've done. If you guys would like to watch along with us, you can watch along on Peacock. It's in their WCW Season 6.
Yeah.
If you don't have Peacock, I'm sure if you have the VHS, or I'm pretty sure it's on some websites or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy to find once you get into the WWE part of Peacock. Just go to WCW, and it should pop up Super Brawls, and it's number 6, I believe, season 6.
Yep. Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
All right, I'm pressing play. Let's do
All
it.
right, press.
Hopefully, I don't get a commercial. All right, good. I'm straight into the program.
You ever watch Toy Story 2?
Yeah.
This opening promo reminds me of that a little bit, of the
I can see
commercial.
that. Yeah.
Was that Toy Store?
Oh, yeah, we do have the tag team championship match, Harlem Heat.
All the $6 million. There's no
Oh.
way they got $6 million.
$6 million.
But all the matches that we've seen of DDP and Mark Mero or Johnny B. Bad has been really good.
Oh yeah, they've had some pretty good matches. Some of the best matches on the shows that we've seen.
Yeah, some of the they want to get started on a pay-per-view, I believe, and they put on probably the best match on the entire card.
Yeah.
And they were like first up or second match. Normally that's how it is in WCW. Like the matches that aren't the main event are the best, and the matches that are the main event
Yeah.
kind of suck. Well, not always, but
Yeah, exactly. Not in every time, but in most cases, that's how it is. Most cases.
yeah, there's a few people that are in the main events that's the reason for that. And this is a good commentary lineup. Heenan,
Yeah.
Shivani, and Dusty Rhodes. They didn't advertise any of this on Nitro, did they? the Wednesday.
No,
They didn't
I
announce
don't
any
think
steel.
so.
They didn't announce any steel cage. Or no, they did on the Saturday night thing.
Yeah, Dusty's right about that match, though.
Yeah. Yep, we are. The end of Hulk Hogan. If only Bobby Heenan was right in '96.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty much on the nose because about a year later, I mean,
What the heck?
Hulkamania was dead. What's
Oh,
going on here?
the public enemy.
Public enemy.
It doesn't seem like their type of entrance just by looking
It's
at them.
not really. It's kind of watered down from their ECW stuff.
But I remember it wasn't last Monday, but the Monday before that, they were on Nitro, and on Nitro you don't see a lot of hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you do, it's once in a blue moon. Like I remember, like Sabu, like after his matches, he would always bring out a table out of nowhere and
Yeah.
just put someone through it. someone like him,
which is
or
cool.
it, it's mainly ECW guys coming from WCW doing this, like doing
Yeah,
the hardcore stuff.
yeah, because at this time, a lot of people were leaving ECW either because they weren't getting paid or they saw, greener grass on the other side.
Oh, this should be interesting. Nasty Boys, four big dudes.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, WCW started a lot of the ECW guys. Rey
Hmm.
Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Dean Malenko. They stole everyone.
And I mean, you gotta give it to Eric Bischoff. It was smart of him as far as a business move to get them over there.
And then in the end, he lost all of them
He
to
lost it
WWE.
all. Yeah.
Because I remember I watched it here recently that all of them were sick and tired of like you can only get so far up and then you get knocked back down. You get knocked down with like Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash,
Yeah.
the same old every time.
And the old heads wanted to keep their spot. They didn't want to. They didn't want to kind of help the business progress instead of doing that. They just said, "Hey, we're the top guys. We're gonna stay the top guys. We'll let you get a little taste, but you're not gonna get all the glory."
And then it was a there was a bunch of them that left at the same time.
Yeah.
They went
In
to
mass.
yeah, they went all. What is it? They bring in a whole table? That's not that's not like
Carried
a
the table from the back.
the whole table. That's not
The
like a
catering table. He just threw the food off and said, "Let's go."
oh this is I don't know. Damn, he's swinging that.
Oh,
That's
look
how
at
you
those
swing a
shots.
chair.
Yeah,
Hogan take notes. That's how you
for
take.
real.
Like that, that's how you throw a chair.
And it got hardcore fast.
Yeah,
The only thing is that you couldn't have blood in WCW. That was the one thing they didn't allow was blood unless it was accidental. But like if it was like they wouldn't have any spots with any blood at all because at this time they were catering to the like the family friendly type, but it was like still like the southern kind of feel of wrestling at the time, and it was kind of like a double-edged sword because like you could have blood and people would love it, but at the same time, you would get fined and you would probably wouldn't be able to work for a while.
yeah, yeah. That's how it was back then. Oh, this is gonna hurt. He's
Oh
lucky.
man, yeah, I'm
Ooh,
about to say,
ooh, he's still pretty to
oh,
it.
that was a nice spot though. That was a pretty good spot.
And those aren't the normal tables you see today. Those look more harder.
Yeah,
To
that was a little bit thicker.
this is the Public Enemy, right?
Yeah, Public Enemy, Nasty Boys,
I keep on like calling them um the Main Street Posse for some reason. I keep on
the Mean
thinking
Street Posse.
like wasn't that their name one time, or
No,
was it
the Mean
someone
Street
different?
Posse. That was Shane McMahon's homeboys.
I don't know why I keep thinking of the Main Street Posse when they're on.
They wore the sweater vests and every time you saw them, they were douchebags that had this kind of attitude like they grew up in the hood, but they were like they grew up in mansions.
Oh yeah, I think I think I know who you're.
The mean streets of Greenwich, Connecticut.
They're finally just getting in the ring. Like you don't see much of this in WCW. If like it's more wrestling. Like
Yeah,
if you see this type of stuff, it's at least they make it special when they do it. So when you see it, it's really shocking.
yeah.
I hate to say it nowadays. Yeah,
It can be pretty predictable these days. I think. I think.
but
I think the trick is to have that shock value nowadays. That's the trick,
ooh,
because everybody's kind of desensitized to all the other stuff.
power driver. That's the old fashioned power driver.
That was a good power driver.
He wasn't going to kick out if he didn't if his foot wasn't close to the rope.
That was that was some perfect ring placement too, right
Yeah,
on the rope.
he wasn't gonna, and he gets straight back up, beating the hell out of him with that.
Grunge is Grunge is beating the hell out of
I think the
him.
I think the Public Enemy is gonna win this match. Nasty Boys are extreme a little bit in this match, but not like these guys are.
Yeah, honestly, I totally forgot who wins in this match, and I
Oh,
watched it when I was younger.
when he went through the table,
Yeah, that's another table he went through. That's like table number two he went through.
when he went through it, like he went through it, but like very slowly. Like when
Yeah.
he hit the
Oh, Rocco Rock took all that chair shot.
the one guy getting hit by a trash can, he wasn't selling any of that. Hit him right in the
No,
head, and he didn't sell any of
they gotta get to the next spot. We gotta
it.
hurry.
He's still hitting him with. Come on, kid, we gotta get to our next spot.
We gotta go. We gotta go. It's almost time to go home.
They're whooping the hell. There's no way Nasty Boys are winning this.
This is a fun match though, because they're going all over
Yeah,
the place.
this is funny. Beating the hell out of them.
I really enjoy that when it goes all over the place. I love that.
Last match I remember like this was or kind of like this Double or Nothing last year,
Yeah,
the Anarchy in the Arena.
yeah,
And they
that
just
was
kept on,
fun.
like they just kept on playing Moxley's music for like 10 minutes while the matches were
Yeah,
going on.
I loved it. It
Everyone
reminded
was
me of New Jack. That's what it reminded me
yeah,
of.
New Jack. That guy was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, every time he came out, they left his music playing. It was like you're watching a music video of him beating down folks.
If anyone watching knows who New Jack is, that guy was crazy. If you ever watched the Dark Side
Yeah.
of the Ring stuff,
He was a real deal. He was the real deal. That wasn't an act.
no, he was on
No
a
gimmick.
he was on a few police shows, I think.
Yeah. He was a bounty hunter, I think, way beforehand. And, oh yeah, he was the real deal. R.I.P.
And they're destroying. I guess that's the merchandise table they destroyed.
Yep, that's the merch table.
They destroyed that.
There goes the merch.
All that's left is what's on the wall.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan foam, the little foam thing right there, and the Macho Man thing right there on the floor.
Everything else is
Oh, that's
gone.
hilarious.
Mike's Morris, WCW or WC Dubbed Super Brawl '96. My dad and myself attended this event. I was about 8 or 9 years old. That's
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome. Yeah, yeah.
I wish I would have been able to attend an old show like this.
Yeah, I remember I was watching on pay per view back when pay per views weren't that expensive.
Yeah, uh, Smoking Guns. What's up, guys? Nothing much. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Smoking
appreciate it.
Devin
All our
Room.
subscribers.
See you guys. A lot of people have been finding us on Reddit. We had some people. Uh
We're on Reddit. I
oh,
had no clue we're on Reddit. Whoa, snap.
that's how you break your tailbone.
Dude,
No way he's gonna.
he barely
You
even
tell
caught
me.
that table, dude. He hit
He
most of his
he,
body
st-
hit the floor.
he stole that whole match.
Wow. That was
He's
pretty dope.
oh, that's how you break your tailbone. That's how you
Yes,
break
that's a very
something.
easy way to break a tailbone.
They stole the win. He he's lucky. He moved the other way and then got the pin. But anyways,
Yeah, he got that one.
um, a lot of people here lately on has been saying that they've been finding us on Reddit. Someone on Friday said that as well for Rampage. I don't know who
Oh,
shared us on Rampage on Reddit, but thanks whoever did it
yeah, I appreciate it. I gotta look for us on, on Reddit. I had no idea.
because it
And I'm on
looks like
Reddit all the time.
yeah, it looks like it's paying off because I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, hey, I seen you guys on Reddit and all that. I haven't posted anything, so whoever did, thanks for sharing us on there.
Yeah, kudos. Subscribe if you haven't, folks. I mean, we're doing some good things on this channel, and to know we're on Reddit, I had no clue. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I haven't made anything. That was a good first match, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty
commercial.
fun. Yeah, it's going right into it. Oh, you got a commercial?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll pause because mine just went straight into Mean Gene.
That's got some old people walking.
It's weird because last time I was having all kinds of commercials. This time I'm not having any, and you're the one with all the commercials now.
Yeah.
Did you watch Backlash?
I've watched half of it. I didn't watch it live, but I'm finished. I'm about done with it. The what was the match?
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back now. I'm back.
Yeah, Backlash was actually pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was dope this year.
I'm like I'm back from commercial.
All right, I am too.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, I
but the
blocked out the whole
crowd
match.
made. Yeah, they blocked it out. See,
I remember Rick saying last week that he used to call the phone numbers. Now you can't even call them. That must be new, because I know before they used to still show the phone number, but so
yeah,
but they
that
used to,
has to be new.
because they used to still show up, but they'd put like this phone number is no longer active or something, but they'd still show
Yeah,
the number. I
they
guess
had a
people,
commercial for the phone number they would show. Now they don't.
yeah.
They totally blocked that out.
Uh, but yeah, I watched. I'm like almost towards Brock and Cody.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
that was a good match too.
like
Yeah,
right
all of the
now,
pay-per-view is pretty dope.
that my favorite match is Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Yeah, that was a pretty good match. I mean, I gotta say, I like Bad Bunny.
Carli-
He surprised me over the years.
Carlito, and then Save
Savio Vega.
Savio Vega.
Yeah,
Uh, that was really, 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 really cool. And the crowd, like that's probably the best crowd WWE's had in years.
I
Like they have,
agree. That crowd became another character in the show.
I tried watching tonight, and the crowd was just asleep.
Yeah,
Well, they booed Cody Rhodes out of the building, but that's really the only crowd reaction they had tonight.
yeah,
But every match seemed like it was pretty good. I really liked Selena Vega and Rhea Ripley. That was a pretty good
yeah.
match. What was the opening match was pretty good. Bianca Belair and
And he,
yeah, I was going for Io Shirai. I'm not calling her Io Sky. I don't
yeah,
know her.
that crowd was booing Bianca, man. They were booing her hard. I was like, damn,
Like
they
that.
were all about EO.
Like they haven't had a crowd like that in years. Like
Yeah,
because nowadays it's just a family oriented crowd who just goes
yeah.
for their faces, and that's it. But
And that's
that
you
crowd,
know,
like they chanted for who they really wanted to win, not who they were supposed to like.
right. That's how it should be.
I thought we were about to get a women's match.
That's what I thought too. But it says Kim wrestling.
Johnny B. Bad. Yeah, no, this match will be pretty good. All the matches that we've seen of, like they probably have a whole trilogy of matches, and all three of them. Well, this is the third one I think we're going to be
I
seeing.
think so. Yeah.
So this is like a trilogy. Each match has been very, very good,
Oh yeah. I'm expecting this to be a damn good match.
especially with it on a pay per view. It's
And the thing is, it's been years since I've seen it as a kid, and like I totally forget who the winners are,
I
and
don't
I
know any of
watched it.
them. I don't know any of them. I don't know who wins anything. Yeah, it's for 6 million. I'm sure they got $6 million. I'm pretty. Yeah, that.
The big paper check right there that says cash.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably what they got. They didn't get no cash. They just
It
got
just
that.
says cash on it.
What?
It's all it says. It's just a big paper check that says cash.
I said 6 million. Yeah, that's
Uh,
probably what they win. If they win the match, they don't actually get $6 million.
That's hilarious. They didn't have a little budget.
Yeah, cash.
That's all it says is
That's
cash.
not what a real check says.
There's Linda Hogan right there. Did you see her sitting in the audience, or the former Mrs. Hogan?
There's a lot of. Hmm. Ooh, they blocked out a whole bunch of seats. Is that
Yep,
real? No, it's not real. No, it can't be real money.
I doubt it.
It's probably like
I doubt it.
or it's probably just like that little paper check they get right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Backlash is probably. I liked it better than both nights of WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Like if they keep on going that kind of pace, WWE could get to somewhat enjoyable product.
I agree 100%.
But the thing with WWE is they like to take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back a little bit. But they can
Mm,
make them. But they make the money despite itself.
exactly. Either way it goes, they're gonna be making money,
So it's really hard to get a good product out of
and
them.
the machine keeps going.
That's why someone. That's why they need to lose a bunch of money so they don't have to do good every week.
I mean, now they have to worry about they're under the umbrella of Endeavor. So I mean, they're
Yeah.
gonna be WWE's gonna be around forever now,
I hope
despite itself.
I hope AEW one day is able to start knocking them out of the park. Then they have to get better. Like they can't take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
So yeah, I think it's gonna force them to push to step up their game. It's gonna have to force them to do it. Either that or get out of the business.
I haven't heard anything of Vince anymore here lately. I haven't heard him making any decisions right now.
I think he's kind of like in the shadows.
I know like the
He's a
1 week. It's like 1 week he was back, and then that was it.
yeah. He's kind of like the solid partner. Like he has the power and the money and stuff, but he's just lurking.
He's gonna be lurking behind more uh, lawsuits probably.
Oh yeah, there's always somebody trying to sue Vince McMahon. The dude has lawsuits out the ass. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die with a lawsuit on him.
Probably. Then it's gonna go into his kids and stuff.
Yeah, then his kid's gonna have to inherit that bull.
That was broke. I'd hate to be inherited to that. I mean, money is one thing, but whatever to the renegade.
The Renegade. I think after all that stuff with him and Jimmy Hart, because he's pretty much called out for being a copy of the Ultimate Warrior, and his career never really bounced back from it.
How they just
And
let him
like,
run with it.
yeah, I think he ended up killing himself at the end of it all.
Hmm. Devin Rooms, Public Enemy was really cool in ECW.
Yeah, they were awesome in
Yeah,
ECW. In WCW, they were kind of watered down, but they still had an edge to them. But I think they were a lot edgier when they were in ECW. And then
yeah.
WWE tried to have him on and the acolytes, the APA beat the snot out of him, and nobody heard from him. That was the last time anybody heard from him as far as you know in the major companies. I
APA
think
whooped
they, I
them.
think, I think they, I
APA
think they
whooped
did
them.
a yeah APA with the snot out of him. It's so you can find it on YouTube. It was a massacre. Those dudes got beat the hell up.
And one person, JBL. I feel like if you ever go against him, he's the one. He's the person that will make you change your mind about wrestling. He's
Yeah,
someone that like, do I really want to wrestle anymore? Like, do I really want to do this?
yeah. He'll make you have those second thoughts.
Yeah, he was a big bully. I've heard backstage.
Oh, he was a huge bully.
Like that's what caused him to get knocked out on live television.
Yep. I mean, you're thinking about how much of an asshole he was backstage. It's kind of satisfying seeing him get knocked out.
Yeah, Vince Russo loves seeing that.
Yeah, I bet he did. He loved it. You see, this match has been so evenly paced the whole time.
Yeah, this match has been really good.
Like this match is kind of they're giving it time to breathe, and they're actually telling a story with it.
Yeah, Diamond Dallas Page. I actually liked his TNA run a little bit after he went to WWE a little bit once WCW was was done.
Yeah,
But his TNA stuff was really good.
I've seen a little bit of that.
$6 million.
$6 million.
Is this even for the title still? Because they kind of, if it is, they overshadowed
I forget if it is. They kind of do overshadow that with
it.
the money.
It's a tough move to do that Diamond Dallas is doing because especially the size of the person, and
Yeah,
you gotta make sure you don't throw them on their head.
exactly. That can be horrific.
You
I
gotta
mean,
know
because
what
he'll cricket him in a heartbeat.
you gotta know what you're doing. You're picking up someone, especially that type of move. It's better to do the one like kind of like that move, just picking him up and then slamming him into a body slam.
Yeah.
I forget what the move's called, but it's kind of like what he did. But I used to be really good at wrestling move names, but once I got out of wrestling in 2011, I forgot almost all of them.
I know what you mean.
I probably knew every single finisher, every single move.
I'm pretty good with names of moves. I think over time, I mean, I think I'm the same way. I would forget the name of certain moves until like they
Yeah.
do it, and then it'll come to me. Yep. What time step are you on right now?
2507.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm making sure. Yeah, we're still about the same spot.
Ooh, that was good.
Oh,
That was a DDT. I was weird. That was cool. The way he transitioned that.
that was pretty impressive.
Guy like DDP is not supposed to do that, and people want to say that nowadays people only do moves that they're not supposed to do because DDP is not supposed to be doing that. Oh, I gave him a zero.
Give it 0.
What, you gonna try to swat him with that?
That was actually a really good DDT. I'll give it at least a 9.
He's just lying because she was with Diamond Dallas at one point, and
Yeah, they're still married, I believe. I may be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. But last I heard, they're still together.
where's Medusa bit? Because I know we've seen Medusa or in WCW when she threw the title in the trash, but besides that, where does she like WCW was never known for women's wrestling, were they?
I mean, not really. They would showcase them, but they wouldn't put them on. They wouldn't make them look as important as they do now. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, they would have matches, like championship, female matches, but it would be as taken as seriously like as midget wrestling. They would look at it like that back then. Nowadays, it's getting a lot more respect. I think.
Yeah, back then. For the only women's matches we've seen is Sherry wrestled a match against someone, and they had a few Japanese women one time,
Yeah,
and that was so that's really it. I can remember.
She's Kimberly outside the ring trying to get everybody hyped up. Is she running across back and forth?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she just darted across the outside of the ring. I was wondering what the hell she was doing. Oh, now my peacock wants to start lagging on me. Come on.
Mine's doing the same thing. What time? What the heck? What time stamp are you at?
Well, right now I'm at 27:13, and it's lagging on my side for some reason. I have perfect internet over here, great signal. I don't know why it's
27,
lagging.
13.
27. Well, I'm on 27:22 now because just for some now it's buffering.
Mine
Oh,
too.
damn it.
I don't know
Jesus
what's.
Christ.
Maybe it's a peacock problem. I don't know. I'm at 27, 27 now.
All right, we're at the same spot.
I don't know. It did at the same time.
Jeez. That must have been Peacock's side thing
Yeah.
because what are the odds that happens to both of us at the same time?
Mike Morris, Johnny B. Bad. I like the name Johnny B. Bad more than Mark Miro, which is his
Yeah,
WWE name. What do you guys think of the current state of AEW? Uh,
good
I'll let you,
question.
I'll let you go first, Mr. Jacobs, on that question.
Oh man, okay. Personally, for me, I there are certain storylines that aren't clicking with me. Certain ones, I'm not going to say all of them because I think that what they're doing with the pillars is brilliant, and I think really to me there's a problem with certain creative, and there may be fans out there that may not agree with it, but that's just I mean it's my opinion. I think that there's certain issues with creative as far as like 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 look at Jade for instance. I mean, sure, she's improved. She's great talent, but how long are they going to keep that belt on her? It's getting old, and there has to be somebody there to take that belt away from her. I mean, it's becoming to be. I guess it's becoming to be to me really boring to watch Jade keep retaining her title. It's boring to watch now. That's one issue, and and another thing with I think that with the women's division itself, I think it's solid. It's very solid. What I do want to see is like a tag team division when the women come out and have a tag team, championship belt for the women. That's something that I would love to see. But I mean, personally, I think that it's touch and go for me. It's still enjoyable, but I think there should be at some point, better creative as far as certain storylines, not all. I don't want everybody thinking that I hate AEW storylines now, but just certain ones to me. But other than that, it's I still love watching it. You know.
Yeah, for me, it's probably the same thing. And there's, for example, that Pillar storyline is very, very good. Uh, it's not your normal type of pay per view main event, especially for AEW, but it's something different. Um, and when I kind of knew that we were going to get this match one day, just not when, just didn't know when we were going to get it.
Right.
But this seems like the perfect time to do it as MJF's world champion, and you know, it like this match was going to happen at some point. But
Yeah, it was inevitable.
there's other storylines in AEW like the TNT title stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with that. In one way, I want to see Christian win it, and another way, I don't. But I want Christian to win it, but if he wins it, he loses it in a month. So
Right.
so I don't even
But
want to
he
see. So I don't even
at
want
the
to see him
same
win.
time that that crazy heat though. If he wins that
Yeah.
title, he'll have crazy heat, and that's something that I mean he could use. Let's not kid ourselves.
But if Christian wins it, he should be champion for longer than a month. He shouldn't lose it the next month to Wardlow. Then
Right.
Wardlow, I don't want to see Wardlow win it back again if he loses it. Now Christian could be a good TNT champion. He would kind of be like Samoa Joe when he first
Right.
won it. Uh, but the women, yeah, if they, I think they really should do women's tag titles. But when they do it, they need to give the women more matches on TV than just one match. At least two matches, uh,
Right.
or maybe some nights do three women's matches. Uh, to do a brand split that's going to benefit using more women. We'll see what happens there, but uh, yeah, it's still an overall good product, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, they recently signed Will Washington, Fightful. He's I think he's going to be helping with booking now in AEW.
Yeah.
Because Tony's really the only booker like in creative, but they've signed Will Washington. I don't know what experience he has, but he's been signed to be a booker or help with booking. So
Yeah.
maybe that'll smooth things a little bit.
I think so. I mean, I'm not saying that Tony isn't a good booker. I believe he's an awesome booker. I just think
Yeah,
that also he should have some of the load taken off of him, and he can delegate, and
yeah,
have others help him with creative, instead of him just having to be the brainchild.
yeah, because he's proven that he's a really great booker. And the years of
Yeah.
AEW, there's been a lot of good stories. Now, right now, some things are questionable, but you know, he overall he's already proven that he can book good stuff. Like he's already proven it. It's just moments like this, these are going to happen, especially with the new company. Eventually, stuff's going to happen, but hopefully, this new
Yeah.
guy coming in, uh, taking some of the weight off Tony a little bit, is going to help in the long run, and then it'll freshen Tony's mind for stories. It's like I don't
Exactly.
got this weight off my shoulder. Now I can focus on other things, I guess.
Exactly. And I mean, I hate to be the one to say this, but I mean, look at the structure of WWE. When Vince was running it, he wasn't just doing it all by himself. He did have a
No.
team with him,
Mm-mm.
and to take some of the load off.
He would get
You
the
know,
final say so in some things, but
right?
as far as like ideas of stories and like where to go, like when someone wins a title, what do you do after that? Like
Exactly.
where do you go from there? You need someone to suggest more ideas.
Hmm.
Johnny B. Bad won $6 million.
Oh, hit that tombstone flush.
That was a really really good match.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He won
I
that
love that
paper.
spot. They kept reversing the tombstone. That was cool. I've always thought that was a cool spot.
Johnny B. Bad's like, man, I wish this was real $6 million. Yeah, he's
I
gonna give it
love
to
it.
her.
It's just a big blue check that says cash. I
He's gonna
love
give he's gonna give it to her.
it. You can have this paper check.
Yeah, well, you can put it better to use, I guess.
It reminds me of this old story about what's his name? Geez, I'm trying to remember his name. The Ugandan giant. Uh, geez, his name escapes me. Uh, uh, Kamala, yeah, Kamala. He was his story that I heard about him was that uh, back in the old days, the old territory days, they had a match, kind of the same thing, where if you won, you won a bunch of money, and he wins the match, and he goes home to his wife, and his wife gets mad because he didn't bring home the money.
Mhm.
And that's when he had to explain to, because beforehand his wife had always thought that it was real,
I got commercials.
and I think mine's coming up in a commercial too, because beforehand Kamala's wife always thought that it was
Yeah.
real. He never sat down
Mhm.
and explained to her that it was a work,
Uh,
and and at that moment he had to explain everything about wrestling to her because he didn't
yeah.
bring home the money that he used, in kayfabe won. you know,
But she was pissed.
yeah, she was pissed. I always thought that was one of the funniest stories. Are you still on commercial?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, just
For some reason, my laptop is lagging so slow tonight. But
ooh, I'd be pissed. That was me. I'm at commercial now.
all right.
Harlem Heat. Are you on the Harlem Heat? Me, Gene.
Yeah.
All right. Conan. Yeah, I seen Conan on commentary. He didn't. He still looks like what was the character he did in WWE? Max Mercury or
Max Moon.
Max Moon? It kind of
Yeah.
looked like that a little bit, but he eventually gets to the real Conan eventually in WCW.
Yeah.
He eventually gets there. Jade has only had a handful of good matches. I will say her match against her latest match against Ty Valkyrie was really good.
That was. It was really good.
Now, I hate when they do like this past week on Rampage. They put her against this one woman for like a 2 minute match, and like that's the only women's match you have of the night, and you're just wasting it on a 2 minute squash match. I mean, at least give
Yeah.
Jade some, at least give Jade someone decent, or just not have her wrestle at all. And that
Exactly. Give her
because
somebody that's worth being a competitor with.
yeah, it looks like they're gonna continue Jade and Taya, which I hope they do, and
Yeah. Me
not just
too. I
one
hope
match.
so.
But Jade, that's one match I can say that that was an actual good match of hers,
Yeah.
her and Taya. Now, if they put them in a like street fighter and ban them from ringside, and she gets Jade to bleeding, then Taya's really going to rub off on Jade in the long run. Because if anyone's seen Jade, I mean, if anyone's seen Taya's like bloody matches,
Oh yeah. I've
it can
seen
get
them.
pretty brutal. So if she can rub that off on Jade, that's
Yeah.
going to be
Taya's
something.
hardcore, man. She's hardcore.
Yeah, I've seen some things that yeah, you wouldn't see a typical woman do. I
Oh
seen
yeah.
one match, her and Lucha or Triple A, and she was bloodied all over. I liked her match in Impact against Tessa Blanchard in a Street Fighter, whatever it was called. It was really really good.
Yeah. She's kind of woman that doesn't mind getting her hands dirty.
the,
Gotta respect that.
yeah, Ty Valkyrie's been all over the world.
Yeah.
Who's booking that?
At this time, uh,
So
I think at this time Kevin Sullivan was booking the whole thing.
because he said, okay, we're gonna Harlem Heat versus Luger and Sting. Then whoever wins that goes against the Road Warriors. How did Road Warriors get even a title shot?
That's a good question. But I know at this time Kevin Sullivan was the booker of WCW. Before him, it was Dusty, I think. Because yeah, Dusty was booking before him. I believe so. Either that or after. Because I know Dusty ended up booking.
They should have just made it a triple threat. I think this is in a steel cage, if I'm not mistaken. Harlem Heat. Yeah, I can tell who's Booker in this one. Booker has the nose. I wonder. I've always wondered this. This is something weird to say, but Sting wears that a lot. I mean, Booker T wears that a lot, and I've always wondered if he has snoring problems.
The no strip.
Yeah,
I think a lot of that was number one to because people got them confused, even though they weren't twins, and to also help him breathe.
because he wore it a lot. And then like one of my friends years ago said he was the heel Booker T was, and they said like like this was years ago, so fans actually think that like they really hate his guts because he's the heel,
Yeah.
and like they said, like this one person said, "Why do you wear that nose piece so much? Do you have snoring problems?"
That's actually a
So
funny thing to say to
yeah, and like this is at an independent show. I remember going. This was like 2005, and WWE allowed wrestlers to take indie bookings back then. because
Yeah.
Triple H took a few indie bookings before.
Well, Shawn Michaels did at too. I think.
So I remember Yokozuna had a memorial show when Undertaker and Kane was at it, and all these big names.
Yeah.
It was just really funny. You got snoring problems.
See now, my still lagging. It's still lagging. But it'll always go back to the. It'll always catch up to itself. But my Peacock's lagging for some reason.
No, now mine's doing it.
Is yours doing it again too?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, it has to be on Peacock because how
It has to be.
if anyone's watching uh, on Peacock, is it lagging for you guys too, or is it just us? Oh, no, why not take me to Backlash?
It took you to backlash.
Yeah, to this.
Oh, let me pause.
What the heck? I'm not
Let
even
me
watching.
pause.
I'm just watching it. Then, boom.
So okay, are you still on? Or it took you off of Super Brawl?
Yeah, I'm going back to it now.
Okay. Peacock's done that to me too a few times when I'm watching something and like I'll pause and it'll take me to another show. It's done that to me a few times.
Yeah, I didn't click on anything. I was watching the match, and then boom, I'm in 2023. I want to go back to 96. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm I'm back.
All right. Do you know the time step you're on?
Uh, 41-47.
41, 47. Okay. Let me catch up to you.
I kept
Because
on
mine's
wanting to.
been lagging like crazy
I
too.
kept on wanting to say I'm back, but then it keeps on doing that spinning stuff. Uh, Ron Duffney, thanks for watching. Hi, you as well. Knows you've been commenting, like Ron. Thanks for watching all of our stuff.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right. What are you on? What time step are you on now?
42-21.
42, 21. Okay. I keep catching up, but then it keeps lagging again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm set up and now I'm just waiting for it to start playing again.
Oh, that was something you normally don't see. Sting went off the ropes, and then as soon as he went off the ropes, you could see uh, the marks from the ropes on his back.
Yeah.
I never seen it like that. Normally, if you like a lot of wrestlers today and like big companies get away with it, but if uh, if you do something really stupid in the ring or something really unprofessional, they'll make you run the ropes for an hour.
Oh, that would suck. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I, I
That would
hardly
really suck.
I hardly doubt any of the people in these big companies do like younger wrestlers have to do that. But I remember one time this guy he he's like no sold the finish or something like one of the wrestlers did. Like one of the veterans made him run the ropes for an hour.
Jeez. I bet I guess that's gotta make you sore after a while doing
He
that.
he never no sold that finish ever again.
Learned his lesson. I'm gonna have to restart my Peacock because now it's just totally frozen.
All right, I'll pause it.
Jeez.
But I'll keep it paused. I got the timestamp.
All right. Hold on, folks. Having some technical difficulties here.
We're waiting. Who is your guys' favorite WCW wrestler?
Let's see.
It could be any era of WCW. Personally, me when I think of WCW, I think of Sting. Right?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
of
like
I don't think of anyone else.
synonymous.
Like once you say the word WCW, I think of Sting. Like he's who I think of. If not Sting, then no one. Well, Vader, I guess. Sting and Vader was like
Later. Yeah.
Sting and Vader was like was the first storyline I've ever seen in WCW. When I first got into wrestling, when people introduced me to wrestling, WCW, Sting and Vader was the storyline that I
That's a
first
good
really
introduction.
seen. That I watched it on a VHS too. Sting and Vader.
Old school. All right, just hold tight, folks. I'm almost there. Blame Peacock, not me.
Devin Goldberg for me. Yeah. I don't know. What time did you? Or this could be for everybody. When did you, if you watched WCW back then, or like whenever you? Well, I don't know. I guess this question can only go for people who watched WCW live. What
Yeah.
time period did you guys get into WCW?
Oh, man. Well, for me, I got into it like probably I would say 90. I want to say 91, 92, because it was a year before I even knew what WWF was.
I
And
definitely cannot answer this question because I didn't watch any WCW any live. If I did, I don't even remember. If I did, if I was only a year old,
hmm,
but I I've seen it all, like not live, but well,
yeah,
like my uncle used to show me all these VHSs and DVDs, and
I was a collector of them.
yeah, he used to be. He introduced me to wrestling. He and my uncle's friend too. He would bring every time I would see him. He'd bring a big old stack of VHSs and a big old stack of DVDs of wrestling. We'd watch all of them,
Oh, that's cool.
and yeah, it wasn't like five or six. My uncle's friend, oh god, I went into his room one time, and you have to watch how you step because he has so many DVDs in his room. And if,
Yeah,
and if you
I know the
it,
type.
and if you make one wrong move, his DVDs go falling down. That's how much DVDs. I, he has way too many. Like he could
I've
literally
been,
open up his own store if he wanted to.
yeah, I've been there.
He
What
doesn't
time
need
stamp are you on?
43.55.
4355. Okay.
Oh, are you back now?
Yeah, I'm just getting to the place, getting to the
Oh,
right place. All right, I'm ready.
I'm pressing play.
Luker is not in any hurry. I always love that whole dynamic between Luger and Sting. Just Sting wanting to see the best in Luger, no matter how much of an ass he is.
Devin, I started watching WCW 1993. That's cool.
It's a good
I
year.
Yeah, I remember watching one random WCW DVD. It was old WCW, and the main event was Terry Funk and Mick Foley.
Oh man,
It was old WCW. I don't know what year that was, but it was a good leg drop.
You got dogs barking in the background. Excuse me.
If anyone hears anything in my background, I apologize for that. People don't know to be quiet.
That's no problem, dude. Same issue here. Said as
Ooh,
dogs.
speaking of dogs, that was a good bulldog.
Yep.
Like when I think of bulldog, for some reason I always think of Davy Boy Smith.
Yeah, the British
I,
Bulldog.
I don't know why.
I'm the same way. Like when I think about any Bulldogs of wrestling, he's the first one that pops into my head. That wasn't even a 2 count. That was barely even a 1 count. Booker kicked out of that in no time.
No, yeah, that wasn't even nothing. Ooh, what the hell? Oh, what timestamp are you at?
Right now I'm at 47:02.
Yeah, what's I don't know what that was. Lex Luger did.
Luger did that
I don't know.
wild elbow drop he always did.
I didn't look like I know. He just looked like he just,
He
that's
just jumped in the
oh, that
air
was
and
cool. That was cool.
spin-a-rooney.
He didn't. He just. Oh, this is a funny story. I don't know if I should say this or not. I don't know if the guy knew what he was doing, but his first day. I don't know if I talked about this before, but he was his first day wrestling training, and all right, he doesn't know anything about kayfabe or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it's all real.
Yeah.
First day wrestling training, he's getting trained by I was there and a few others, and then the head trainer was he was a wrestling veteran kind of. I don't know if you know who Johnny Dotson is, but he
I've heard the name, yeah.
around here he's a big deal, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
And he goes in front of him and he punches him like a hard punch.
He clocked him one.
This dude thinks it's all real, and then he does what he just did. He punched the dude twice, and then did what he did. Tried to do a leg drop. He just flops in the air. He was never allowed back.
Oh man. I bet. Oh, sorry, excuse the dog.
It was really funny. No, someone who doesn't know anything about kayfabe or anything comes in, knocks the hell out of the trainer.
I mean, would you allow him back? I mean, I
Heck
wouldn't
no.
either.
Heck no. It was really a funny scenario.
Yeah.
It, I've never encountered anything like that before. Because like nowadays, a lot of like you have to have like an interview before you can even train now.
Right.
Like that's what they do now there in a lot of
Yeah,
places.
take a
Like
whole evaluation before it all
yeah,
starts.
to make sure you know what's what, so you don't go in there and do with, with what he did.
Right.
It's funny, but it can also lead to, especially if they know who you are and
Mm-hmm.
here goes Lex Luger selling again.
Oh, oh, oh.
I wonder who he got trained from. Who Lex Luger?
I
No,
knew.
that
I thought I knew, but I totally forgot.
Luger.
But that's always hilarious. His selling. Anytime he sells, whether he's hitting somebody or he's getting hit, he's always does that shout that oh.
Lex Luger got trained by Barry Windham.
Okay, yes, I thought I knew that. Yes,
I wonder if he did that same thing.
I'm gonna have to go back and look and see because
I've always
I'm
heard,
pretty I'm
I've
pretty
always
sure
heard
he probably did the same selling.
like 9 times out of 10, like not always, but the person you're trained by is how you act in the ring. Like sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Right.
So I'm curious if you picked that up from him or he picked it up from someone else.
It's hilarious.
That don't look right. You can take a lot of this stuff out of context.
A lot of it, yeah. A bunch of it. Especially if you show it to somebody who's never watched wrestling, you can take that out of context so easily.
Got tagged by Booker T. Scissor kick.
Oh, that was a good snap to it. I mean, like looking back, you can see that Booker T was the Marty Jannetty. I mean, not the Marty Jannetty, but with the Shawn Michaels of Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. After they broke up, I don't know if they broke up or if they had a feud or they got
They
separated.
ended up having a feud because Stevie Ray ended up turning on Booker to go to the NWO.
Yeah, it kind of because Marty Jannetty turned on Michaels. Yeah, it was kind of the
But Michaels turned on Jannetty.
yeah Michaels did turn on Jannetty.
Yeah, through the window.
Yeah, I knew someone got through the window.
Yeah,
It was just a reversal effect in the Harlem Heat. Booker
yeah, it
T
was,
and
exactly. It was reversal. You're right. Yeah,
because Marginetti turned on Michaels and then Michaels turned into the bigger star, but Stevie Ray does it and
he
the
ends up on
person
the NWB team.
yeah. Oh, the Sting get the tag in, or is he
Yep,
just all right?
uh, I
Because
think he did get the tag.
sometimes Sting will just go in and start beating on people and get a Stinger splash. Stinger splash. Well, better move out of the way.
This is Luger's still sitting there. What are you doing? Get out of the way.
He's he's delayed for a few seconds, a few minutes. Yeah, that's what Bobby Heenan said. You're gonna get
Yep,
yourself hurt like that.
you're just sitting there.
Luckily, he saw him. Who's coming? Oh, Road Warriors.
Oh, oh, okay.
What the? That did not look right. Well, that was the finish.
Oh my god.
That was something.
That was a finish. I'm not sure if it was a good one, but it was a finish.
It could have been very deadly the way they did that. Could have dropped him on his head, but
Yeah, they did it. I mean, yeah, they did it safely. I'll give them that.
it was a pretty good match. I don't know what that finished though.
Yeah, the finish was kind of wonky.
I bet the Road Warriors end up beating Sting and Luger because past few reactions we did, Road Warriors have been pretty active on
Yeah,
Nitro and stuff. He got cheated out twice. Once to Sherry because she was making out with,
oh yeah, that's right. With Colonel
Parker,
Parker,
and
that's right.
then now the Road Warriors.
Yep, that's number two. That's number two. They 2 times they've been screwed out of the championship belts.
Gene Oakland's like everyone's dad there, and he's not afraid to put everyone in line.
Exactly. That was a brilliance of him, man. He could get in there. He'll fit right in with them.
Like it could be Andre the Giant, and he'd he'd say what he thought.
Exactly. The man was a hell of a drinker too.
Yeah, he was. I watched Legends House, and that guy can drink.
And that's not a. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying I was impressed with how much he drunk, as old as he was.
Him and Pat Patterson. I don't
Yeah.
know. I wish I'd do something like that again. Like with
Another Legends house. Yeah.
I know like a lot of them's passed away. Almost all of them have.
Yeah. A lot of them.
The other one that's alive is Tony Atlas,
Jimmy.
Jimmy Hart, and Hacksaw. That's it.
I think Hillbilly Jim's still alive, isn't he?
Hillbilly Jim. Yeah, yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
Hillbilly Jim. But they could just bring back the four and then have a whole new. Just bring them four. But the originals you have left
Yeah.
and the rest. Put Jim Cornette in there. That'd be funny. I got
Oh man, I would watch that, man.
I got a commercial.
All right, I'm gonna pause.
I don't think of who else they could. Like I don't know if anyone's seen, but when I think it was when Jimmy Hart got Pat Patterson wet or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I really enjoyed the Legends House. Though. That was a really good show. I want to see like another season of that. Really.
Like a whole bunch of people who they got along sometimes, but that's how you should
Hacksaw
set.
Jim Duggan. Yeah, he's still around too. He can be in there.
Yeah. So Hacksaw, Tony Atlas, Jimmy Hart, and Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
I don't know who you'd put in there. I mean, Greg Valentine still, or Greg the Hammer
That wouldn't
Valentine,
be a bad idea though. Putting the hammer in there. That'd be kind of fun. Let's see what goes on with that. That'd be fun.
or
Honky Tonk Man. you know.
I know Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. They hang out a lot. I would say Ted DiBiase, but he's kind of in a lot of trouble right now.
Oh yeah.
Him and
He's
his
in some
son.
hot water. Yep.
Him and his son. Yeah. They they actually stole money from the organization that I was in to get a job.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I heard that was a whole lot of money, like millions.
Yeah, I would. Well, I won't go into too much. Well, if anyone knows what it's about, But he basically stole money from people who have disabilities and stuff.
Yeah, like a charity.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was the whole state of Mississippi.
Oh yeah, I mean he's going down for that. They both are.
One man, one man gang. What the? I thought that was. Well, never mind.
I forgot the one man gang was in WCW at this time, and he was on the Nitro. The last, I think it was the last Nitro.
Yeah, he
The
played
one,
a
oh yeah, it was the last Nitro, I believe, and the one before last. I can't remember,
he
but it
played
was,
a
but he was there.
he played a lot of different characters.
Yeah, with Conan.
Harlem Heat was a classic team. Yeah, they were, especially in
Oh, most
WCW.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
no,
fair to say that like with Harlem Heat, man, as far as like they're like at the top of the division at this time, like the tip top of it. And you also had, the American males who had beforehand before Harlem Heat were around there. I mean, American males were kind of that top team at that time.
yeah, yeah. Tag team wise, and WCW, you think of like the Steiners, Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could think of the Road Warriors because like what were they in WWE first or WCW? Weren't they in?
I think
WWE.
they're in WCW first, I believe.
Then that would be a WCW original. I know
Yeah,
the Nasty
they
Boys.
would go back and forth over decades. They would go back and forth.
I know the Nasty Boys started out in WWE.
Yeah, I'm thinking like back in the day, Conan was like he was like I wouldn't say I would call him like the Rock of Mexico at that time because he was huge. He was a TV star. He was a wrestler. He did all kinds of stuff. He was kind of like the Rock in Mexico at this point.
Nowadays, he just wants to piss off people. He's doing a good job at it.
Oh yeah, he is. But yeah, I mean, Conan had his hands in so many different things in Mexico
He looks.
that he was a national treasure of that country, pretty much.
He's got some good. He's got some good speed. Conan. Oh,
Oh man.
wow.
Whoa.
That kind of back.
Whoa.
That kind of backfired a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
He was like, "What did I get into?" One man games. Like that was
Barely
funny.
catching them and everything. I mean, geez, he's just throwing himself around and one man game's doing his best to catch him.
Conan's really fast.
Yeah. See, you didn't got him gassed out, man. He got the one man game gassed out.
He's out of it now. They're gonna have to slow the pace of the match for him to catch up
Yeah.
now.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're slowing it down so he can catch his breath. You could tell he was gassed out when he was getting to the ring.
Yeah, he's holding it. He's out of it.
See, now what they're doing is they're just cleverly trying to give him time to catch his breath, so they got this rest hold here.
Yeah.
meanwhile, the one man gang is catching his breath and getting, trying to find a second win.
Mm.
See, yeah, now they're working at hit. Now they're working at the one man gang's pace. Now they're going at a slow pace so he can make sure he's caught up. Nope, no technical difficulties there. But yeah, now see if you notice, if you're watching the match, it's all at a slow pace now. That's to make sure that the one man gang can stay up with Conan. Oh, that was a nice bump off the rope. I agree, smoking guns. I mean, Conan was pretty underrated. Pretty underrated at this time. I mean, like I said, I mean, Conan was a freaking superstar in Mexico. Like before he even came into WCW, he was like the Rock in Mexico. Like no joke. He was in soap operas, all kinds of stuff he was doing.
Sorry about that. My internet kind of acted up there for a few minutes.
Yeah, you're good. It happens.
Yeah. I feel like Conan's fixing to go fast again. He's fixing to wind him out again. Towards
Yeah,
like towards the end, he's
yeah. He caught his breath.
So,
Steve Grissom.
all right, you've got
Oh,
your.
WCW Motorsports sucked, and everybody knows it. I'm sorry. If you were a fan, that's cool, but let's be real. They weren't
What,
that good, man.
what is it like a is that like a NASCAR thing?
Yeah,
Like they had
yeah,
their
because
own
that's back when they had their own NASCAR.
WCW did.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
I didn't know
cool,
that.
but they weren't really that good. It wasn't really. They really didn't place anywhere really.
I didn't know that WCW.
Yep.
But they sucked, didn't they?
It wasn't good. It was a cool car though. I'll give them. It was a badass car.
Was it
But
like in
it just wasn't any good.
was it like in the Bush League or like the NASCAR?
It was in the NASCAR. Total NASCAR.
Yeah, they probably sucked. Because
Damn.
yeah, normally like
Yeah, the
the
thing is, I was never a NASCAR fan, but whenever that happened, whenever the WCW got a NASCAR, sure, of course, I was going to watch to see what happened. And they never did place anywhere really. I mean, they would make it look like that on TV whenever they would kind of promote it, but it wasn't really that good.
yeah, I watched NASCAR a little bit years ago. The only ones I know is Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Is Dale Jr. a NASCAR driver? Dale,
Yeah.
yeah, Dale Jr. Jimmy Johnson.
What the hell was Conan doing?
Yeah,
Conan's just flipping and flopping around now. Uh,
yeah. He said, "I'm not doing that high flying shit again. My body can't take that."
you can only do so much of that, you know.
He's gonna miss. He's taking too much time.
Yeah, he's taking way too much time.
Yep. Yeah. Then yeah, Conan six and six and go
Yep.
bananas. Oh, that was good. He won
Oh,
the match like that.
that was the spot he
Um,
was going for in the beginning at a few minutes ago that they botched on. And he got it on that one.
that was a good. That was a pretty good match.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, I mean, the thing is, I mean, like Conan was very underrated for his time at this point. Very underrated. He didn't get
Yeah.
I guess, TV time as far as how you would see the other ones, like as far as the old heads and upper card, or not mid card, but upper card. They
Yeah.
get so much attention that they would overshadow people like Conan. They would overshadow people like Alex Wright. And you wouldn't notice that. And I mean, they would get TV time, but they wouldn't be as important to the product as, say, Ric Flair was, or Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. A lot of people in the chat. I love Conan back then. Was so underrated in wrestling as a whole. Conan was underrated for real. I agree. A lot of people agree in the comments that he was underrated. There's a lot of people in wrestling that like Conan. His stuff in TNA was pretty good. With it was R Truth, Road Dogg, and Conan. They were a
Yeah,
team. I feel like in WCW and TNA, that's where Conan shined the most.
I think
It,
so too.
I don't know about his Max Moon stuff. I don't know about that. But
He wasn't even, he didn't stick around long enough to actually put the character out like it was supposed to. I mean, because a lot of the time he would complain about the how heavy the suit was he had to wear, because before the Max Moon that we all know and we all have seen before, he had this whole big elaborate kind of robotic outfit, and had like a little jetpack on it. It was really cool, but it was really laggy and heavy and stuff, and that was one thing Conan complained about. And in those days, if you made a complaint to the heads of WWE, you were quote unquote hard to work with.
Mhm.
and they wouldn't, you wouldn't get any kind of push if you decide to back talk, so to speak.
In that position, I would have let.
Yeah,
In that position, if I was in, I would have let Vince McMahon try on the whole thing and see if he could wrestle in it, and
exactly.
and see if he complained.
Exactly.
And like I wouldn't just say it. I would actually make him do it. Like actually bring the whole suit, have him put it on, or if not him,
You
someone,
try it.
or if not him, someone like Pat Patterson. I'm sure he was in, or Michael Hayes,
Yeah,
and have one of them try it on and
exactly.
watch him fall to the ground. Because it would. I haven't really seen a lot of his stuff in WWE. Conan, it was Max Moon, but if it was that heavy, imagine wrestling in it.
I mean, there was only a few instances where he was in the costume, but like after a while, it became hard to even deal with the costume itself. And then after they got rid of Conan, then they kind of sized the costume down
Uh,
to fit it to the guy who was playing Max Moon.
that's
Uh,
bullcrap.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's bullcrap. But I think he's better off in WCW in this time period than he was as Max Moon. At least he didn't have to wear all that garbage.
Yeah, I think if you look hard enough, I think if you Google it, probably you can find some old pictures of Conan in the old Max Moon outfit, and it was like a big robotic outfit he had to wear. Like he was like they were basically trying to make him look like RoboCop in a way.
I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of like they would just keep the character around, just have people new like different people play the character.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
like Doink.
that's what they do with Sin Cara. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like at least four different people that played Doink.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I see. Yeah, that would seem. Yeah, especially around the sleeves and stuff. That feel like that's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, imagine having to do that night after night. Have to
And
lug
Conan
have to lug that around night after night.
and Conan's a kind of a high flying wrestler at this during this time period.
Yeah,
What the heck? That big? No, I don't know if he got to wrestle on this, but
that's what he had to wear, like for the entrance, and then getting into the ring. The suit was a lot like what Max Moon wore.
how in the
Uh,
heck do you get in the ring with
exactly,
this?
exactly.
That's
That
a,
was like
I would turn down that whole gimmick. That's
that was like
bull.
the Mantor gimmick. They had everything down except they forgot how he was going to get into the ring.
I would say, hey, you can take that gimmick and shove it. I mean, for real, like that. That's ridiculous. I
It
don't know if
is.
I see two outfits. Just one. That's overdoing it. I'm gonna show it on the.
It looks like a transformer.
That's ridiculous. Now, now the one is okay,
Yeah.
but they totally forgot some steps to that. Like how they just thought of how cool it would look, not how you would
Yeah,
actually get in the ring with it.
exactly. Because on paper it's awesome, but when they actually put it to reality, it's kind of like, well, okay, well, we have to rethink some things here. What time stamp
Oh,
are you on right now?
I'm at 112.20 or 12.
112.
I'm gonna try to show that on the screen. It is stupid.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. You can keep it playing though. I got mine's playing.
All right, no go on Anderson. So this match is where's the actual match? I know it's not Arn Anderson because he just came in. It's Kevin Sullivan. Is this a bull rope match? Yeah, I think it is. Is Arn Anderson in this match? I guess he is now. He just came down the ramp. I guess he is in the match. I didn't know he was in the match. He came out with this regular clothes on. Oh, he's whooping the heck out of Kevin Sullivan, too. It is a bull rope match, I think, or some kind of strap match or something. I don't know if it's a bull rope match because it doesn't have the bull rope on it, but it's some kind of strap match. Next Monday will be on, I think, episode 24 and 25. Chris has an announcement on Wednesday. Well, how that's going to go, but Chris will be, Wednesday will be making an announcement because this is leading up to something that he wants to do. And this is also building up towards AEW House Rules and Tupelo, Mississippi, what he's got planted. So we'll be both there for that one. But I will be in Kentucky Friday for AEW House Rules in Corbin, Kentucky, and I'll be doing a vlog of that for the channel. We've had some vlogs. Lane, who's was part of this podcast, he did a few vlogs. He did a Winter is Coming and a ROH Final Battle, I believe, and then I did a Full Gear. And I don't know if I did another one. I know I did a Full Gear. I don't know, but we've done a few vlogs on the channel. The Winter's Con is pretty cool. Like the just the show itself, like with the blue lights and stuff, was really cool. Maybe he was choking him out. This is an I Quit match. He's got a microphone. Hmm? No.
All right, I'm back. What kind of match is this?
I don't know what kind of match. It's like a bull rope match, but then they've got a mic, they got the microphone like it's a I Quit match. I don't know what match this is.
Could this be an I respect you match where you have to say I respect you?
Possibly.
That was the whole point of the Booker Man incident.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn!
Yeah, here's the picture. This is stupid.
Yeah, that's it. That's
that,
it. That was the original Max Moon.
Oh my god! And how I know it's Conan is because that nose is Conan's.
Oh yeah, that was totally Conan. He was the first, I guess, first person to actually play Max Moon, but it never got to fruition because how bulky that big ass costume was, and because of the fact that Conan decided to say something about it, made him quote unquote hard to work with.
I wouldn't wear it. I bet half talent, if you were asking, hey, would you wear this? They wouldn't wear it. So then everyone.
Yeah, I believe Conan walked away from WWE too. After all that, he just walked away, never came back.
I wouldn't have came back either.
Until he inducted, Mysterio into the Hall of Fame.
All those years too.
All those years, yep.
Now this I would wear, like Conan. Like yeah, I could see that being reasonable, but
come on, Ric Flair. Hulk Hogan, come on.
What is going on?
I don't know, man, but that was a damn good fight that Ric Flair just stopped.
Who are you even talking to? Or talking about?
He's just yelling to whoever's listening.
He could cut a promo on the ice cream man and make it look good.
Yeah.
This is gonna backfire on someone.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting that. You hear that, Booker man?
That was it.
That was it.
Stupid.
That was it.
I wouldn't even done the match. I want commercial again.
No, it wasn't any match at all, really. They just scrapped around for a little bit, and then Ric Flair came out.
I want commercial, but you can keep going. Then you can. I'll just go to the time step you're at when a commercial.
All right. Well, I already paused once you said you're at
All
commercial.
right.
See, you're getting all the commercials tonight, and I'm not getting
Yeah.
any.
I'm getting a lot of commercials. Has it been lagging anymore for you?
Not so far. Since I rebooted the whole thing, since I had to reboot the whole Peacock, it's been acting all right.
I'm at a commercial now.
All right. I always like how the giant just stood there. It's kind of cool. Then he got on the mic. Hulkamania's for this forever, baby.
You. I hope you wouldn't. He said I've been to where the maggots crawl.
Yeah, sometimes his promos will get kind of like the Ultimate Warriors, where you'll be going along with it for some parts, but then you'll be like, "What? Wait, what? What now?"
Whoever gave him this, I don't know about Big Show's promos in WCW. It really feels like it was written for him.
Oh yeah, he's reading a big cue card.
This isn't Big Show.
You're right. That's the giant.
Yeah, that's me. Gene's like,
I'm like, why is Jimmy so mad? Why is Jimmy so damn pissed? You would think
oh,
he has a match coming up.
me. Gene's that Two Face. Oh, he heard you
Mean
say.
Gene had balls, man. He had balls. They rocking the red this time. It looked pretty cool last time with the blue. That was badass.
Yeah, the last few times, the past 2 weeks when we've been seeing them wearing blue. I like the blue better, but the red
Yeah, me
is
too.
the red is what they're more popular for.
Yeah, it's classic.
But like Kane, like the '90s Kane, like when he first
Yeah,
debuted wearing blue, that's something cool. Like I prefer them in blue, but they're most famous for like they're iconic for red. The Road Warriors are.
Yeah, that's classic Road Warriors.
They're gonna cost the Road Warriors home heat, aren't they?
I forget how this part goes, honestly. And I was watching it live when it was happening too.
I feel like since they cost them, they're gonna turn around and cost them right back.
Eye, eye for an eye.
But I'm going for the Road Warriors in this. It's hard to believe that both of them's passed away now.
Yeah, I know, right?
And it's hard to believe that Road Warrior Animal made an appearance in AEW. Not a lot of people remember that, but
Right.
he came on a
I do
motorcycle.
remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden gems in AEW. That's gonna like from like 5 years from now. There's gonna be a lot of names you didn't know that
Yeah.
appeared in AEW, like Glacier. Whereas,
I totally forgot Glacier was there, dude. I totally
yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah, he was at the first AEW event ever. Tommy Dreamer was in AEW one time.
Yeah. So
I
who's who there, people?
The Jade Snake's doing AEW. I wish they'd bring Lance Archer back. And well, like he came back one night on Rampage, and then that was it. Ever since then, we haven't seen him since.
So what are they doing with him? I mean, is he
Because
still is he still part of AEW, or is he going to ROH, or I don't get what they're doing with him.
well, like remember that one week that he made his return on Rampage, and he just went against that one jobber, and then after that, that was it. And then they had
Yeah, I
him.
do remember that.
And then they had him on ROH. He just went out. He had one match and beat a jobber. Then he wasn't at like they had ROH tapings this last weekend, and he wasn't at that.
Hmm.
So now he's just on Twitter and Instagram saying like, why is AEW and ROH so afraid of me? Like, why are they afraid to unleash the monster? Like the murder hawk. Like, why are they afraid to release him?
I gotta agree with them. I mean,
Like,
what's holding them back, dude? I mean, you got them right there. I mean, you got pure talent right there. They're not doing anything with.
I mean, he doesn't have to win it, everything, but I mean, just do more with him besides going against these little bitty guys. He's beaten. He's probably beaten.
Exactly.
He's beaten a lot of jobbers. He's beaten a lot of like put him against Sean Spears or um,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people you could put him against. Put him against
I
Hobbs.
mean, think about it. I mean, the list is so long of people you can put them with, and it'll be like 5 star. You can make a 5 star match out of that stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
seriously, and like to have them just have them just on the roster and not doing anything with them. I feel like they're fumbling with him. They're really messing them. They're messing it up with him.
And I really hate to say this, but so they're gonna regret it whenever I don't want to. God forbid if Jake the Snake passes, they're gonna really regret not using Lance Archer.
Exactly, dude.
So
Exactly. That's
they're
that's
gonna
that's a good point. They're
they're
gonna
gonna look.
regret that.
I'm not saying that's the reason they should use Lance Archer, but that's something that I thought they're gonna look back on, and because he's healthy now. He was on an oxy, oxygen machine oxygen
Yeah.
machine for a while, but he's off of it now, and he he's, he seems to be doing a little bit better. He
Yeah. He looks awesome.
sometimes he goes on and off with health problems, but for the most part,
Yeah.
he's been healthy. Lance Archer's been healthy. Yes, they just haven't done anything. They're just gonna really regret that, I think.
Yeah, because eventually, I mean, a bigger company's gonna come along with more money and say, "Hey, man, you come over here, and you can wrestle all year long if you like, and we'd give you a nice fat check for it, dude."
Because Jay the Snakes, I don't know how old he is, but before they're gonna really regret, he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna pass away, and then they're gonna regret not using Jay the Snake and Lance Archer together.
Exactly.
They're gonna wish they would have. He's probably at least in his 70s.
Yeah, I would say he's up in his 70s. I would say so. Got Dusty Rhodes on the commentary. Ring the bell.
It's finally gonna happen. I just kept on talking about stuff because I don't know where this was going.
They're just waiting on the bell to ring.
He is 67 years old.
Oh, okay, he's still in his 60s. Okay, cool. I meant no offense, Mr. Roberts, if I said you're older.
Hey, I thought
Don't DDT me, brother.
hey, I thought he was 70. I thought he was in his 70s too. So, but
Next
there's
thing
a
you
lot.
know, he'll get a phone call. I'm not that old, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I like Jake the Snake. He's had his ups and downs for sure, but
Definitely one of the brilliant minds of wrestling. One of the brilliant minds of wrestling, for real, no doubt.
because realistically, he's not supposed to be alive right now. If it wasn't for DDP, he would have already died years ago.
No, that's true. That's
If
very
anyone's
true.
seen his documentary of Jake the Snake, he was a wreck.
Yeah, DDP basically saved his life. Him and Scott Hall, he helped Scott Hall live a lot longer than he probably would have if he never took DDP's advice. You know.
He helped Buff Bagwell here recently. I wish they would. I hope they do a documentary on him too, or hope they documented all of it.
Hmm. Yeah, Buff Bagwell, he's been going through some stuff too. He's coming back from a lot.
Yeah, he looks like there was a kids show and he looks just like one of the characters. Uh, but he got changed overnight. Like he a whole new look for Buff Bagwell.
Hmm. You still have the top hat?
Uh, I guess when he's in wrestling conventions, I guess, or doing wrestling
That makes
stuff.
sense.
But like he looked really different in a good way. He looked really good because
Yeah, as long as he's in good health, you know.
I met him at 2021 November at WrestleCade and his hand was bleeding and I don't know what happened. His hand was bleeding and then he had a cane and then he looked horrible.
Damn. Had he been you think he had been in any matches prior to that or
But I don't know. Like he was just signing autographs and stuff and then his hands bleeding all over.
damn. Well, you gotta say, I mean the man ain't gonna let a little blood stop him from making a dollar.
Yeah, he started signing my stuff and everything. Yeah, I met Beth Bagwell a few times. Every time I've met him, he's really nice.
Yeah, I've always heard good things about him from fans. Except for the ones that he's ripped off, but
Mm.
I don't he wasn't by himself in that one. He was with some other dude doing that.
Oh, I know you're talking about Yeah, I don't know. I think I mentioned this before. That I wasn't talking to get him on here, but I don't know if that was the guy because I guess his agent, whoever, was taking money or stuff, and
It was the guy he was working with on
yeah,
the thing. He was the one taking the money, really. Buff Bagwell, he really didn't know what was going on as far as all that. All Buff knew was that he was selling merchandise. He was trying to sell merchandise and stuff like that. He didn't realize what was going on with the money and whether they were getting the product and
yeah, he
it
was
was that whole
basically
thing.
he was basically his person doing all the business work. The guy he
Right.
had doing all that.
And basically the guy used Buff Bagwell. Basically used him.
Yeah, he just in it for the money.
Yeah.
That's low down.
The thing is, I for a long time I thought that Buff was in on it all until I did my own little research on it, and I realized that Buff really he wasn't really a part of the whole scheming part of it. He was trying to make sure that the fans got what they paid for, and
It
his job
is.
was just like to just kind of either like be like a figurehead and like sign merchandise and do all that stuff, and like the money part of it would go through somebody else, and the guy who was in charge of the money side of it was ripping the fans off, and Buff Bagwell was kind
Yeah.
of oblivious to it
When he found, yeah, it's
until
probably,
in,
yeah,
until a bunch of fans started hitting him up saying, "Hey, I didn't get my stuff. What's
yeah,
going on?"
it's probably a bunch of just, yeah, that was probably a mess.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah, I
that
mean,
was.
there's a lot of people out there that have used wrestlers like that, and Buff Bagwell isn't the only wrestler that's been used by people like that.
Yeah, there's that was probably around the same time he was getting help with DDP. I
Yeah,
don't know. That's messed up.
yeah, and he was genuinely trying to help fans out, and he was selling his own merch and stuff, and he didn't have any say so of as far as like I wouldn't say so, but he didn't know exactly where the money was coming and going. All he knew is that he was just trying to sell his merchandise.
Yeah, I bet when he found out, I bet what he found out it was a lot of money and a lot of
Oh
people.
man.
He probably got tons of DMs and stuff.
And the guy that he was in business with was known for being a shyster. He was known for being a ripoff artist and being fake like that, you know. But he
But
decided,
do you
Buff,
know
I
what the
guess, I don't know.
do you know what the final thing of that was, or if they ever settled
I
that?
don't know the final outcome. I believe that, I, from what I heard, I believe that there were people that got their money back. I'm not sure if they all got their money back,
Hopefully, he
but I
finally
know
did.
that yeah, I know that there was a bunch of returns on it. And Buff got labeled into the whole thing like he was trying to scam people, but it wasn't him. He was just trying to sell merchandise, and he let somebody else take care of the money part of it, and it blew up in his face.
Yeah, I bet he got fired. There's no way he kept his job.
Oh hell yeah, I would have
There's no
fired him
way.
and put a lawsuit up against him, dude. I mean, because
There's no way.
Then he's making you look like then he makes it look like you're the rip-off artist, like you're ripping people off. When really it's the people handling the money. All you're doing is just signing merchandise and making sure it gets mailed, or making sure that it gets to a proper place, and you're just trying to make sure that it goes. And if you're the guy who takes the money, your job is to take the money, make sure the stuff gets to the people. You don't just take the money and like throw the order across the room and say, okay, this is how we're gonna make the money. We're just gonna let the money come in, and we're gonna throw the merchandise out the window. I mean, that's a total ripoff. And I feel bad that Buffett was a part of that. I mean, he didn't. He was oblivious to it all. Really, now that I did my own research on it, and Davis says just like it sounds like just
Yeah,
incredible. It's exactly
yeah.
that just incredible, dude.
Sounds just like
Exactly that just incredible. He'll take the money, but won't give you. He won't give you the payoff.
I will never do. Yeah, that was a horrible experience. And
Oh,
like,
jeez.
yeah, I remember that. That was, oh, that hurts. That was a good. But
Oh.
anyways, I don't know. I don't know if anyone was here when very first thing here, but our special guest was supposed to be just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do this again, and ever since this happened, I've never done it. I should have not have paid him up front, and I did, and I'll
Yeah.
never do like all the interviews that we get on here. Uh I pay like right before we go on, like either as they're on here or as we're about to go live. I don't. I'll never do that again. That I learned my experience with that. Uh, he didn't correspond to anything. He basically just took my money and that was it.
Yeah.
Like,
He took his money and ran, and that was
yeah,
messed up. And we called him out for it. And then he wanted to turn around and make it look like the
false
show was
advertising.
doing false advertisement.
Yeah,
Meanwhile he ripped the show off. He ripped Connor off, and then
yeah,
everybody. And thing is, we advertised it. We
yeah.
advertised it like crazy,
Like
and
months,
and like
like this was like
yeah,
weeks in
months in
advance.
advance.
Yeah,
Yeah, So he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that he was going to take our money and run, or take Connor's money and run.
Yeah,
And it,
yeah.
it was
I,
just so disrespectful.
I learned my lesson to never pay, but like anyone watching, like whatever you do, I definitely recommend, like if you have a special guest on your podcast or anything, definitely do not pay weeks in advance or days, and do it like the day of, like
Yeah,
right before you're about to do what you're gonna do or interview, or like not that nobody can be trusted, but just for your own safety, because just from
right,
personal
right.
experience, and I definitely recommend do not book Just Incredible. I hate to be that way, but
No, screw that. No, screw that. He's the one that messed
yeah,
stuff up. We do not recommend Just Incredible.
no.
If you have your own thing and you do interviews, we don't recommend him. He'll probably take your money and run.
And like I know there's a lot of different people, like actually wrestling events, like they pay like $100s to book him, and then like they'll book a plane flight and everything, and he doesn't show up. Like I've heard a lot of
Yeah,
stories about that stuff.
yeah. He's been known to no show and show up drunk as hell and stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen videos of him showing up to
yeah.
shows drunk off his ass,
I think
man.
we watched one of those one time when he got in the ring and he
Yeah,
basically
we did.
embarrassed
Yeah,
himself. Yeah, he got in the ring with the kendo stick and he basically just went off on everybody. He was drunk and
that was
yeah,
embarrassing to watch too, man. I was like, Jesus, I was embarrassed for him. I was like, oh my god.
the whole thing was probably embarrassing for everyone. Every wrestler in the back was probably embarrassed.
Yeah, there's a few of them that came out and called him out on it.
Yeah, there was a basically the whole locker room probably. Yeah, when we watched, was a lot of wrestlers.
Oh
But
yeah,
so
look it up.
far,
It's on YouTube.
for the most part, besides just incredible, everyone that I've had on here has been uh, very good at communication stuff. There was one other incident, but it wasn't totally their fault. Uh,
Oh yeah, with Ken Shamrock.
yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't totally his fault, but
yeah. It was more of his management's fault than
yeah,
Ken's.
yeah. I still plan on getting that worked out. I don't know when, but
We'll make it happen eventually.
yeah, I feel like he's dodging me now.
Why would he dodge you?
I don't know. I don't.
Why would the world's most dangerous
Well, no,
man
no.
dodge you, man?
When on no, like not Ken Shamrock, but his agent is
Oh, is that no? Oh, okay.
like he's
Okay.
dodging
I
me
see what
now.
you mean.
I think he's dodging
I
me
get what you mean.
because I caught him in that lie. And yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
it's Ken's people.
yeah.
Much respect to Ken Shamrock, though. Don't come kick my ass. We good. We good.
No, I love that. That was good. Sting knows how to get a reaction from the fans.
Oh yeah, he's always been so good at that.
My favorite one is his TNA match against Jeff Jarrett. That that was probably one of the most iconic Sting moments of all time.
Yeah,
They tried to recreate it in AEW, but they didn't. They did. Jeff Jarrett did the guitar to Darby. It's not the same.
right.
It has to be Jeff Jarrett and Sting. You can't. I hate when people like even in movies and stuff they like to recreate something. Then when they do, it's just not as good.
That's true. You can only trap lightning in the bottle once.
This is gonna be a count out. Yep. Yes, count
Yep,
out.
that's it. You see that, man? I don't like the end of that one though, man.
That was
It
a good
should have came
match.
down to a fall. It was a great fall. It was a great match. It should
Yeah.
have came down to a fall. I feel gypped.
Yeah.
Oh man, what time
Uh,
slip are you in right now?
140, 142, 0, 0, 0, 3.
Okay.
But speaking of special announcements, I made a special announcement before we came on. I don't know why I didn't talk about it already. Uh, on our Twitter and Facebook, and we now have the YouTube community tab open. Uh,
Awesome.
I guess we with some reviews we finally got that posted on there too. ROH Tag Team, the Outrunners, will be on here June 14th, uh, an hour before Dynamite, so 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. They'll be
Oh,
on
that's
here.
great.
It was just supposed to be just one member, but luckily I got both members of the tag team together. So it's going to be both of the Outrunners from ROH. If you
All
haven't,
right,
yes,
that's awesome.
if anyone hasn't seen them, I definitely recommend checking out their stuff because they're like they they time traveled from the 90s to 2023 because like they should have been wrestling in the 90s or the 80s. Like they're an old school tag team with their character and their colors, and they're very unique.
Hmm. Maybe we should do some of their matches.
Yeah,
Have a kind of a best of some of their matches before like their interview and everything. Like maybe a week before their
yeah.
interview, have like a good best of.
I remember when we used to do those. Yeah, we could definitely do one of those. Uh, their ROH matches are really good. They only had like two or three, but they're real. I still label them as ROH tag team because they just are.
Right.
Like I don't know if they're officially signed to AEW, but the matches that they had, like they weren't used as jobbers or anything. Like they actually won a few matches on Ring of Honor. Well, this new era of Ring of Honor. So yeah, June
Hmm.
14th they will be on here. And that's not the only. It seems like all of our latest interviews have been ROH with Matt Taven, with Tony Deppen, with
Yeah.
O'Shea Edwards. Now the Outrunners, but there is some people that's not just from ROH. I promise you that. That I'm uh, talked to. We've had a variety of different, whether it's like
Yeah.
current names, legends. Uh,
Looking forward to it. It's gonna be exciting.
what's your timestamp?
Let's see. Right now, I am at.
Gene Oakland's not the
Right now, I'm with Woman and Ric Flair and Gene Oakland. I'm at 143.41, and now it's starting to lag again. So now I'm at 143.54. Yeah, it just jumped right ahead for some reason.
That was funny. Like, Gene Oakland, Ric Flair was talking, and Gene Oakland was trying not to. Well, Ric Flair said something, and he's trying not to laugh.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that.
Is everyone leaving? Everyone's walking everywhere.
Going to the bathroom, getting their refreshments. Get me a chili dog and a cold beer. Come right back.
That's when it was cheap, I bet.
Oh yeah, it was dirt cheap back then. You can go, you can
Nowadays,
go, you can go up there with $5 to the concession stand and walk away with a bunch of food. Nowadays, you gotta go into your bank account to fucking buy some food.
not ridiculous. Like like $10 for a drink. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Who is
the
gonna
beer
pay
is
for
way
it?
more expensive, dude. Especially if you want the top shelf stuff.
Like, why is everything gonna be so expensive?
Where we live in, man.
Yeah, I'd rather go.
Inflation, taxation.
Yeah, here's the WCW Uncensored. That's March 24th. That's the next pay per view we'll be doing.
Oh, uncensored. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's
the one
up.
that Chris has been talking. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that, but Chris has got an announcement on Wednesday.
Oh,
Uh,
I heard about this announcement.
yeah, regarding on Wednesday, you'll find out more about that. Uh,
Okay.
I guess it was. I guess it was in Tupelo, Mississippi. Is the reason he's wanting to do it? Watch it. I don't know.
I think that's why he wanted to watch it.
But
I know he
regardless, we
wasn't
was
there.
gonna. Regardless, we was gonna watch it. As we're going in order with all this stuff.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. My peacock is frozen up on me again.
I'll pause mine.
All right. Hold on. Let me see here. Hopefully, I don't have to restart it. All right. Let me see. We'll just wait on it to start playing again. It's just buffering on me.
Let me know when it's back.
Okay. Let's see. It's still buffering for me. It's not going anywhere. This is ridiculous, man. You must forgive my technical difficulties, everyone.
No, you're fine, man. I've had plenty of technical difficulties on my end as well, so I definitely know how all that
All
stuff
right, now
is.
what timestamp are you on? I mean,
Uh, I'm at 146.55.
146:55. Hold on, okay.
Let me know when you're there.
Okay. All right, I'm there.
All right, press play.
I don't know what's going on with this peacock over here, but
Yeah, tonight, some of my ends been doing the same thing. Not as frequent, but I don't know what's. I don't know.
I know it's not the internet because it's a strong connection, so it's not
It's gotta
that.
be. It's gotta be a peak top.
All right, well.
Is it doing it again?
Nope, not yet. Not yet. So,
Uh-huh.
luckily. Just to make sure, what's down typing you're on now?
148.05.
Okay.
So we got a steel cage match next.
Yep.
So what they're killing time now, or it's
Yeah,
taking
that's
a
exactly what
while,
they're doing.
or it's taking a while to get the cage down. Because back then they didn't have like today you can set up a cage in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
But back then I don't know how they did that. Max Morris just seeing the announcement on the community tab. Outrunners are really good and really good in a very colorful team. Yeah, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. a lot of people are taking notes of the community tab. Uh, yeah, the Outrunners are really good and a very colorful tag team, as you said. Very unique. Not many tag teams are like the Outrunners.
True.
Davis Outrunners look cool. I'll check them out soon. Yeah, I'm actually considering doing a best of the Outrunners, as
Yeah, we should.
Mr. Jacobs mentioned a few moments ago. Michael, yeah, he always does the main events for pay-per-views.
Yep.
He gets paid like millions of dollars just to say those words. It's,
Oh yeah.
it's like
And you know
probably like
he has it all. He has it all. He has it
trademark.
all pretty much trademarked. Yeah, and to where anybody else says anything like it, he can easily just sue for millions or whatever the hell you got.
I don't know if he still announces today, but I bet his like booking fee has skyrocketed since
Oh yeah.
'96.
Him and his brother still do it.
His brother does the same saying.
Yeah.
AEW should get him for one time. I'll be because like WWE doesn't really have they. Well, they used him a few times.
Yeah, they've used him a few times, like in the early. They used him back in the Attitude Era.
I remember he was at the Royal Rumble 2008. He was there.
Hmm.
That's the last time I remember him in WWE. But that would be pretty cool for like a big dream match in AEW like CM Punk and Kenny Omega or something
Yeah.
like just but that I bet that costs a lot of money just to say those few words just to announce the match. Let alone a full show. Like that would cost a lot of money,
Yeah, it would.
millions and millions of dollars.
I mean, that's half the budget right there. Right.
But you really all need Let's Get Ready to Rumble once
Oh
on
yeah,
one match.
the main event. That should be for
Yeah,
the main event. I mean, it'd be silly to
every
have him
night.
go on saying ready to rumble on the opening match. You know, you have that. That's when you have that fight feel. You have it in the last match, the main event. Have that big fight feel, and have Buffer come out and do his thing.
Yeah, because not every match you're gonna get ready to rumble,
Exactly.
especially not now these days and age. I guess it's two steel cages because I think Hulk. Why are they gonna make Hulk Hogan in the giant main event?
That's in the contract, brother.
Because he's the world champion, so the world champion should. So this match right here should be Stink. Should be Hogan and the Giant. Then the main
Yeah,
event be Hulk. Uh, yeah, they just swapped them around.
exactly.
Hulk Hogan was
Only
heel.
one side of hold on one second. It's only one side of Macho Man's pyro worked. Oh, there it goes. Never mind.
Uh,
It was late.
uh,
That was funny. I just had to mention that. That was hilarious.
the power up went off at the wrong time.
Yeah, little things like that, man. This is what makes me laugh.
Slim Jim.
Oh, he has it with him. I think this is right when he started kind of advertising Slim Jims, right at the beginning of it all.
To call her a woman, why just call her? If you can't call her Miss Elizabeth, then just call her by her real name. I know her real name was not woman.
But she's called a woman because she represents all the womankind, and it was kind of like a Gorgeous George, and I forget who his valet's name was. I forget her name, but it's pretty much like that.
I'm not. No one could convince me to call her a woman after all these years,
I
especially
think it's a
back
cool
then.
name for her, actually.
Woman
She's all woman. You know.
as Nancy. Yes, Nancy Benoit.
Yeah, and that's been what.
Flair.
And she had that look like she is all woman. She is woman. You know that kind of thing. Yeah, she was drop dead gorgeous too. Can't deny that.
Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, Miss Elizabeth,
Yeah,
woman.
he's gonna.
You gonna come in here? I'll come out there. Yeah. Look at Ric Flair getting all that heat. Look at Ric Flair getting all that heat. That's what I'm talking about. This is what a real man looks like. Macho Man is just getting irritated.
Mhm.
Get in here. Let's get this match going. Yeah. I got a fight to catch. He looks so frustrated. Ric Flair is just stalling. Just stalling. Uh, See, that was what was so smart about Ric Flair is that he can just catch heat just by he can just simply just walk the other way, not even going to the cage, and he would just piss the fans off.
Taking him forever to get in the ring. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there he goes.
As soon as he got in the ring, he was ready.
He finally got his hands on him. Ooh, that was a hell of a chop right there. Oh, look at that distraction. There should be somebody there to shut the damn cage for him. I mean, because isn't that usually how it happens? There's a ref in there, and there's a ref outside. And the ref
Permanent,
outside, that's
yes.
his job to watch the door. Why is there nobody out there? Oh my gosh. If that's bothering me, seriously, why isn't there a second ref out there watching the door?
They're,
I mean,
they're,
nowadays you see that. Nowadays, if there's a cage match, you'll see a ref on the outside, and then there's going to be one on the inside. Oh, that was a nice bump. Oh, what was that about? What the hell was that about? He just laid out the ref.
Uh, another
Flair
ref
just
can't.
laid the ref the hell out.
Another
What
ref
the hell
can't.
was that?
I always doubt another referee's gonna be able to get in there. And I was like, well, yeah, there's no pinfall. Yeah, he went for it. And
Yeah, he went for a pinfall where the refs knocked the hell out.
I hate when they do that. Like they know the ref's knocked out, so then they try to pin.
And the ref doesn't even do anything. The ref doesn't say anything. He just like, okay, the match keeps going. I'm just gonna forget you slugged me.
Yeah,
I swear, man.
nothing happened.
They- ugh.
He didn't hit it. Yeah, he hit me. No big deal.
Bobby, he couldn't take it. He shouldn't be in there. I just love how the ref is just totally ignoring that Ric Flair slugged him one.
Yeah,
He's just like going. He's going back to business as usual.
he's totally forgotten about that.
Yeah, if I was refereeing, I would have been like, if she went down for a count, I want to pull that old my shoulder hurts move. And see, the thing is, I mean, that at that point, you're playing Ric Flair's game because I mean, there's no rules, which means he can, dirtiest player in the game. That's his
Yeah.
domain. That's where he loves to be in the land of no rules.
Sometimes if you're not careful when you go off the ropes in a cage match, you see that like pole, like
Yeah.
if you're not watching, I've seen someone do it. Like they go off the ropes and they hit their head on the back of the pole
Oh,
thing of the
gee.
cage. So like when you see them go off the ropes, like they'll never go off the ropes in the middle in a cage match
Right.
because if they do,
They build them differently nowadays.
yeah, there's a few like independent shows that have like old. If they do a cage match, they'll have like old
Yeah, I've
stuff like
seen it
that.
before. Yeah.
And no
Usually
more
crack
trouble
your
going
head on
on.
that too.
Or you can run the ropes a different way without hitting the back of your. I've seen someone do it. Pop the hell. Oh, it was funny too. Yeah, he go full force and then hit the back of your head.
I bet that sucks though. I bet it really sucks to pop your head on a fucking steel
This is
when
a
you're
little bit
running the
different.
ropes. Ah, jeez.
This is a little bit different. Their poles on the outside.
Yeah.
This is a very slow paced match.
Yeah, it's very slow paced.
Ric Flair has controlled the match because in the beginning it was pretty fast paced.
Yeah. There he goes. Why does he keep getting on the top rope? It never works out for Rick. You would think he would stop getting on the top rope.
What timestamp are you at?
At 2:03:37.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Macho has him in the figure four.
Uh, Stop screaming, woman. It's not going to help anything.
She is screaming like that dude is just being tortured.
I'll look for Miss Elizabeth and her to start fighting in just a minute.
That'd be awesome.
She's gonna try to put something in her, try to do something.
That's a long time to be in a figure four.
Yeah.
And I've been in one. Those are not fun.
Oh, he's hitting his hand. The referee's, what the heck?
He's kicking it.
He was the one that got to the ropes. Why are you kicking his hand?
Right.
I guess that's payback for when he hit him.
Yeah, exactly. That's his receipt. Might have just bopped him on the head.
Do you watch any basketball like NBA?
I haven't lately. I've been too busy to watch it.
Like the referee's become a real problem, and one of these days it's gonna come out. It's gonna be all over the news that a player's gonna get mad. He's gonna whoop the hell out of one of these referees.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. I mean,
It's fixing
referees
to
have been an
happen.
issue in the league for a long time.
It's really fixing to happen now. It's become a more normal thing. Like screwy stuff is happening in every game now.
I'm
What?
telling you, man, there's some of them refs that are bought off.
Oh,
People don't believe it, but I think there's some of them are bought off. Could be just
oh,
me, but
that'll look so good if he wouldn't have went.
oh, jeez.
That was like that was still cool though. The cameras flashing.
Yeah, that was. That's what I missed though, seeing the cameras flash when they do big moves.
Especially if you ever seen Brock Lesnar's. You remember when he almost broke his neck and Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
If you go to slow motion, you'll see the whole entire crowd light up.
that's true. Everybody wanted to get a glimpse of the time Brock almost broke his neck.
But I guess with this referee hitting Ric Flair, one of these days, a player's going to lose it, and they're gonna knock out one of these refs.
Oh, I believe it.
They're gonna
I
keep on.
believe it.
And like there was one player that said like fans didn't pay to see CFC referees. They didn't pay to see them.
That's true. I'll be right back.
All
You
right.
keep it playing though.
This is a very slow paced match. Ooh. Hogan and the Giant must not be a long match because we're at 207. Shows 2 hours and 46 minutes. We're at 2 hours and 7 minutes. So time this match is over, it's gonna be like 250. Well, I don't know, depending on how much longer this match goes. Ric Flair's going for a figure four. A few months ago, Randy Savage had the figure four leg lock. Ric Flair's got it in now. And Ric Flair's up to the ropes. Yeah, there's a reason they call him the dirtiest player in the game. Does rope breaks count in this match? Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, it does. Because the referee's trying to get. Oh, he's pulling Ric Flair's hair. What the heck? The The referee's pulling Ric Flair's hair to break it up. Never seen a referee do that. Pull the wrestler's hair just to get him to break the move.
Is that woman still screaming?
Yeah. A few minutes ago, a few months ago, Ric Flair had the figure four leg lock in, and Randy Savage got to the ropes, and Ric Flair wasn't letting go. So the referee he pulls Ric Flair's hair and tries to get him to go off, and then he starts. He had like he was gonna punch Ric Flair, and then he started pulling his hair more.
That's hilarious. It's what you get for hitting the guy who has to do the pinfall count. Oh,
Stop screaming. This match isn't. I just want this match to end now, so she'll stop screaming.
see, women would do that. I remember that a lot. Whenever Flair was in trouble,
Oh my
she would
god,
just start screaming.
it's getting annoying now.
It is getting annoying. I think that was the whole point of it all. Back now that I think about it, back then I didn't get it, but now I think that was the point. She was supposed to be very annoying doing that.
Sure.
It's effective.
Yeah, I'm ready for the match to end. You can end the match anytime now.
Like rack. Like shut up.
Oh my! I don't see how the fans are like front row. Oh my god!
I would have been the first dude to say, "Hey, shut up."
All right, he's getting beat up. We know it.
Like we get it.
Oh, Ric Flair's bleeding.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, of course.
That was funny. Wasn't it right? Oh, that. Yeah, they don't have those tightened up really good, do they? Well,
It
they
does
got
look like it.
because that thing's falling apart. Well, they got that blue thing attached to it.
Yeah.
That thing breaks. That.
Well, if that breaks,
What the?
That looks like a rubber
I didn't
band.
I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
Ric Flair had no issue showing ass at all.
Dude, pull it. He's wanting to He's wanting it to show.
Yeah, he wants to show it. Oh my god.
The
Ric
match is
Flair
over,
is, I swear, Ric Flair is such
The match is over.
such an entertainer.
He did it on purpose.
Of
There's
course.
I know that
That was one of his spots is to moon the crowd. He did it in a clever way though.
I knew that had to hurt though. Not doing hitting the ropes like that.
It has to. I mean, unless you're wearing a cup.
There's no way it is.
I love how Macho's selling that shot to the balls. He's just staggering.
The match is over because they rung the bell. It's not gonna matter because didn't they not? Oh my god!
Oh man! Oh my god, man! This is hilarious. This is WCW in '96, folks.
The match is over. Why are we? Because didn't they?
Oh shit!
Oh,
I swear, this is some of the best entertainment ever, man. I can't stop laughing. Okay, All right.
Oh, I know that hurt your. I know that had to hurt his neck. What timestamp are you at? I had to go back and look at. I had to.
You
I
went
had
back on it. Oh man! Right now I'm at 2:13:07.
Oh, 2:13:07.
Yeah, 2:13:07. 2:13:11 now.
Oh, you didn't see the part I just seen then. That was at 2:14 something. Damn it, I'm buffering up. Come on.
Yeah, mine's buffering up too now.
What timestamp are you at?
Now I'm at 2:13:16.
Damn it.
This has to be Peacock's doing, cause
Yeah, you'll see it in just a minute. Damn it. I get to see it a third time. Did, is it doing
I
it?
did it again. Ah, the spot's so nice they did it twice.
Hey, go back to my things. Go back to 2:13:11.
2:13:11. Okay. Because I mean, I'm at the spot where they pulled his shorts down again.
Let me
Ric
know
Flair
when you're.
loves showing his ass, man.
Let me know when you're there.
Okay, hold on. Now, what was it? To what?
2:13:11.
2:13:11. Okay. Now I'm still buffering. I'm still trying to get there.
Yeah, mom was doing that too.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to exit and go back into it because it won't stop buffering.
Yeah, mine's doing that a little bit too now. Right in the good part.
Right at the good part, exactly. It always does that. It's the same way with the pay-per-views. Like it starts lagging at the good parts. Ah, now I gotta go out and go back. Hold on, folks. It's Peacock's fault, not ours.
Yeah, it's happened too much tonight for it to be
Yeah.
our internet or something.
Oh man, that spot. Flair has no issue showing his ass, man. Not at all. Okay, I'm going back in. All right, give me a second here. I'm gonna have to restart the old Peacock again. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm still going in. I'm not sure why this Peacock is being so slow. Everything else on my laptop's working fine except for Peacock.
Yeah, yeah, and now mine's doing it.
Let's see.
I should have never said to go back. Uh, Clear something else. Yeah, in this one, yeah. Support. Where are y'all at? Well, we're at 2:13:11 timestamp. Well, let's just say Ric Flair did something. He showed a lot in this match.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
so I missed my reaction. We're on Dynamite. Well, thanks for stopping by for what time you had, Jason.
All right, now what page or what stop temp? That's stop temp.
Two
S-
two
Sign timestamp. Excuse me.
2:13:11.
Okay.
I got it paused right now.
All right, I'm there.
All right, I'm
Oh
catching
yeah.
up. Is he going off the cage? Yeah,
Oh man.
but the spot where
Uh,
the
God, jeez.
take another picture.
And the camera has to be right up in there.
Someone said yesterday, Rose said someone better call the law. You know, watch now the spot where Randy Savage falls on his neck.
Yeah.
That could have went really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ric Flair, he had no comments about mooning the crowd.
twice. But
Twice, yeah. He did
the
it twice in this match.
the second time was worse. So
He got more of it. He got a full moon that time.
he noticed the whole thing just climbing up the. But
Yeah,
this match has ended. I don't
I
know.
mean, technically it's ended because the bell, there was a bell ringing.
Yeah, because
I don't know if that was a mistake or what.
Randy, well, the door's open. Whoever opened the door, who
He
opened
closed it back.
uh, whoever constructed that cage or whoever's supposed to be doing what, it's not doing their job.
See, what I was saying though, there should be a ref out there that you can see, but you can't see anybody doing. You just see the door opening, and then the ref has to go back and close it.
But the match is oh well, I guess that was a mistake
It
because
probably was, I guess.
Randy Savage won by 3 count. He did the flying elbow and then the referee counted
Yeah,
3 and the bell rang. I guess that finish wasn't good enough for him
I guess.
in front of a live crowd too. Yeah, something's
Look at this woman.
what the? That's not gonna work.
She missed them all. She missed them too.
And the way she was doing it, that wasn't gonna
You see,
work.
you
And
see, she was calling the spot, and then she called the spot right there. The camera was right there, as you can see her calling the spot. Then when she throws
then why
the
did she?
stuff,
Why did she?
that was botched up. That whole thing was botched.
And when did she just throw?
That's what I'm saying. That's a botch.
No, but
Oh,
Miss Elizabeth handed Ric Flair something.
oh, that wasn't a botch.
Dude, quit doing it. Now you did it a third time.
Yeah.
Did she turn heel? She did, didn't she?
I
Yeah,
mean,
she. I don't.
she handed him the.
Whatever it was.
It was. I think it looked like a roll or something. Oh, it was a shoe.
Two Face. Go back to the Federation.
Go back to the Federation.
Both of you. You can't stop crying through a match. So Hogan coming out.
Of course he is. Why? Why
Oh,
not?
oh God. Oh Lord.
You got one-eyed Jack in there.
What did you do, brother? What did you do, brother?
What's going on here, brother?
I guess this fixing just I
Oh,
don't know. Who is it?
Oh, that's Arn
How
Anderson.
did he get? I didn't even see him get in the
He
ring.
just appeared. He just appeared in the ring. He teleported inside the cage.
I guess we'll transition into Hogan and Giant.
Yeah, leads right up to it, I guess, since he's already there. You see, that whole spot was blown.
I wonder if they did that on the spot. Miss Elizabeth turned heel on the spot.
I'm sure it was planned, but the way they went about it, like with the woman's part, she the one that kind of botched it up a little bit.
Well, Randy Savage technically won the match, but I guess they didn't count that finish
Yeah, for some reason.
because he did win. The referee did count the three. Well, no, that wasn't the intention finish. And the referee counted the three, and Ric Flair didn't get up.
It could have been. I mean, it looked confusing.
So
That whole part was confusing.
that's probably what happened. That wasn't supposed to be the finish, but the referee counted three, and Ric Flair didn't do anything.
Hmm. Did you go to a commercial?
No.
Okay, good.
Did you?
All right. No,
Well, no, you ain't got any commercials all night.
no, but it went to fade to black, and I figured you might have had a commercial at that point. One-eyed Hogan here. Let me tell you something, matey. Yeah, oh, this is going to be the main event, huh? The Giant and Hogan. Okay. No, wait a second. I thought there were three ways to win a cage match. You can be pinned, climb over, or go through the door.
That's how it's supposed to be. What timestamp are you at?
Right now, I am at 2:22:17. Hulk Hogan just running his mouth.
Yeah, we're at the same. I also want to mute this whole segment. Said 2:22:17.
But now it's 2:22:37.
Yeah, we're at the same time. Thank God he's out.
Yeah, thank God. You gotta add the last part, man. He was right out.
I mean, at this point, it's getting annoying.
He was just saying the same thing over and over again, pretty much. That's all he ever did.
I feel like if I was a wrestling fan, like my age right now, in that time, I'd probably be more of a WCW fan. But oh my God, I don't see anyone could enjoy that.
I mean, it was a bit cheesy.
I mean, yay! At least CM Punk can actually talk and wrestle.
Exactly.
My golly, he Hogan couldn't swing a chair if his life depended on it.
He couldn't kill a fly if he had to.
Nope. But someone like, I mean, the oh, they're not the Mean Street Posse. They're the
Public Enemy.
yeah, they can swing a chair, but the main eventer can't.
Yeah.
Should be the other way around.
Exactly.
Should be the other way around.
That's my point exactly.
I'm already dreading Hogan coming out.
I know, right?
I never, Maria Shavir, and that was annoying, but I never thought someone could be more annoying than.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
I'm muting my whole thing. But I mean, I never thought you could get annoyed by wrestlers so much.
Now you see what I've been talking about.
I've never really liked Hogan, but this just puts it on a whole nother level.
Exactly.
I'm just muting the whole entrance.
You're giving him the bells and whistles and whatnot.
I'm not even playing his theme song or until they start the match. I'll cut it back up. That's you probably can't. You're trying to climb out the cage.
We have a one-eyed Hogan. One-eyed Hogan in wrestling.
Unfortunately. Hmm. All right, I
Yeah,
just start.
here's some fans out there saying Hogan sucks.
In the match.
Yeah, if you listen closely, there's some people out there saying Hogan sucks.
Well, they're probably the only smartest fans in there.
Those are my people.
How much you want to bet it's people who watch ECW?
I'm sure of it.
Because normally
I mean,
back
I
then,
wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't
hate to
doubt.
say it, but ECW fans were the only. They're the only people that knew what was good and what was bad. Like you weren't cheering for what you like at this time period. Like you're well, this is wrestling today, but you're
Yeah.
supposed to like WWE tries to force you to cheer for who you're supposed to cheer and boo who to like who you. I don't know.
They
I,
force you to cheer. They force you to cheer for the faces and boo for the heels,
yeah, but sometimes the
as opposed to
faces.
you making your own mind up about who you like and who you don't like.
Yeah, ECW fans were that in this time period.
Yeah,
WWE and WCW fans weren't. Well,
exactly.
WCW fans got smart. Event once the NWO once the NWO started, then the WCW fans started getting a little bit smarter.
Right.
Well, not as they're dumb, but rest were like they know what they want, what they don't like. Not being forced to like what they want you to like.
Exactly. They got tired of having their intelligence insulted.
Hogan's got a big old bald spot.
Yeah, it's
The entire
huge.
It's hard to imagine. I wonder what the Big Show would look like now with hair.
I know, right? I've thought about that before. Like, what if he had the long hair? I thought it was cool with the long hair. Personally.
Yeah, I know in WWE he didn't have the long hair, but he still had hair. But then eventually
Yeah, he
he
cut
sh-
it down like after a while.
then I don't know if he lost a match or what, but he went bald. Molly Holly went bald for a minute.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then she went Mighty Molly. I didn't know Kevin Sullivan was out here this whole time.
Yeah, let's see, like I think at this point in time, like right before the Outsiders came around, they were kind of figuring out what they wanted to do with the Dungeon of Doom and all that stuff. And for some reason, they paired the Dungeon of Doom with the Four Horsemen, and which never made sense to me. That never really made sense to me. Those two factions coexisting, but I guess they all had one common enemy, but still, it was kind of goofy for them to team up together. You know?
Yeah, the Four Horsemen and Dungeon of Doom doesn't really go good together. Dungeon of Doom was more villainish, like
Yeah,
Kamala.
more of a darker
Yeah,
faction.
and the Four Horsemen is they're still heels, but they're more real based. Like they're not comedy like
Fantasy characters.
yeah
They're the people that can actually exist.
yeah like they're the ones that'll actually beat you up in an alley like in
Yeah,
real life.
yeah.
Like yeah, I don't see why I don't see how they the reasoning behind that. But I'm pretty sure once the Outsiders came, they did away with the Dungeon of Doom because eventually that overshadowed a lot of stuff. Once the NWO formed,
Yeah. I mean, because once the NWO came around, there was no need for Dungeon of Doom. It kind of made the
then
Dungeon
they
of Doom obsolete. you know, they're all seeking to kill Hulkamania, and Hulk Hogan did it himself. I
yep.
mean,
Yeah, no one killed Hulkamania except himself.
I remember Kevin Sullivan when he did an interview. He was mad about that. I spent all this time trying to take out Hulkamania, and he kills it himself.
No, I can hardly even stand to watch Hulk Hogan now.
Exactly.
With the punches and yes. Tony Schiavone just said yes. You're supposed to be the
Yeah, he did.
supposed to be the face commentator.
He did. Even Tony's getting tired of Hulkamania.
Because normally he's the one that's always behind the faces, and Heenan's the heel commentator, and Dusty
Yeah.
Rhodes is kind of like in the middle. He said yes once.
Yes.
I hear a whistle blowing.
I heard that too.
Is Bill Alfonso in the arena?
That's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Where's the fines?
Seeing the
Go
crowd
color right
somewhere.
down the middle, Daddy. See, oh man, just this booking at this time was so nostalgic. Just some parts of this booking was just so silly. Now you think about it, and you're
Mm.
grown, and we watching back on it now. It's oh man. I mean, on paper, the Dungeon of Doom was a silly concept. It's like the Legion of Doom. You know,
I'm just sick of this whole angle. Because they've been doing this for a while now since from like the first pay per view we watched. It was like Halloween Havoc, and it was Hogan and the Giant
yeah,
and a monster truck thing, and
yeah. That's when the Giant like first came into WCW. He was there for 2 weeks and got a title shot.
then they vacated it, and he didn't
Yeah,
even win it. It was still Hogan's. But they vacated it for no reason.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, really, they did do that for no reason if you think about it. I mean, because it really didn't make any sense in the story.
He just basically he just claimed that he was champion, but wasn't really. Like I can say that I'm champion doesn't mean I am champion.
Right. I
And then they just vacated it because he said he was champion, but he really wasn't. Then he just stole the belt from Hogan.
mean that whole that whole angle was just
Not the bear hug.
just goofy.
Anytime Hogan's in a bear hug, it doesn't look right. You're just hugging each other.
It's exactly what it looks like.
Uh,
I mean, if that's the thing, though, if you're not a wrestling fan and you watch the match, you would take that out of context so easily. If you didn't understand wrestling and you just saw that, you'd be thinking, "What the hell are you watching?"
you're watching something you're not supposed to be watching.
Exactly. See, they're just killing. He's just killing time. They're killing time with this bear hugging.
I feel like
They're literally slow dancing now.
just end the damn match.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna. I'm really debating on skipping this whole bear hug thing.
Okay, give it 5 more minutes. They're killing time like a mug.
I still hear that whistle.
Yeah, it's still going on back there.
Both one of those in the crowd. Just blowing his whistle, this whole thing. You just no sold the whole thing.
Finally, the guy of the bear hug. After 10 minutes. Yeah, that whistle goes again. Oh, he hits him with the choke slam. And of course, my peacock is gonna start freezing on me as soon as he hits the choke slam.
I don't even want to comment anymore about this match.
Oh boy, yeah, it's not that good. It's not that good. It's strange because I remember it being better, but I was also a kid.
Damn. Heck, I'm little wrestling trained. I can wrestle better than he can. I'm, I can I could probably swing a chair better than Hogan.
Yeah, I'm sure there are children out there that can swing a chair better than Hogan. What time stamp are you on right now?
241.10.
Okay.
I skipped that whole thing.
You skipped it.
I just skipped that whole bear hug thing. Because if I didn't, I was gonna be yawning. Like I'm
Yeah,
fixing to do now.
they started slow dancing there.
I don't know what it is, but once I get bored, I start yawning a lot, and that shows how bad the match is.
Oh, I understand. Believe me.
But overall, besides that match, um, show was pretty. Overall, the pay per view was really good.
Oh yeah,
But the main
I
event should have
enjoyed
been
it.
main event should have been Savage and Flair,
I agree.
not this mumbo jumbo. Not quit doing the chair. You cannot swing a chair. This is embarrassing to wrestling as a whole.
Well, my peacock has started slowing down on me, so I don't think I'm missing anything good.
No, you're not missing anything. This is an embarrassment to wrestling.
Little baby tats with the chair.
If they wanted, they could have already jumped to you. All these people in the whole Legion of Doom, or the whole whatever they're called. The Hogan sucks. Oh, about to break the whole cage. Yeah, whoever set that cage in set that cage up. Dude, who is this? You're not gonna fit in that cage. I hate to tell you, dude. You're not getting through that door. I don't know who this is.
I'm trying to get back in there so I can see the rest of the pay per view, but it's all been lagging on me.
You're not missing anything.
I didn't think so.
Whoever this big guy is, I don't know who. You're not gonna fit. He's not gonna fit through the door. You're way too big to fit through the door. Is that Typhoon? You're not fitting through the door. You're gonna get stuck. I don't think anyone wants that. And not to spend all night taking the cage down because you're stuck. Bad in that pay per view. I want to if I ever meet Eric Bischoff again, I'm gonna tell him why did the ending have to be this way? Because SuperBrawl '96.
That was Kevin Sullivan's booking back then.
Then I'm gonna ask Kevin Sullivan then. Why was it so bad?
Because Bischoff didn't start doing all that until like sometime around '97. Or not? Well, I think it was like late '96.
No, in credits.
Oh man,
Mm,
was it already over? Because I've been trying to get, and it's been buffering
Yeah,
the whole time.
yeah, it's over now.
All right, good. I didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything of the whole thing. That was That was embarrassing. I'm really gonna ask, if I ever meet Kevin Sullivan, I'm gonna ask him like why did the like why in WCW why did some matches be the main event when they really weren't good enough to be the main event? Then
Why it gotta be like that, Eric?
then I would probably say, well, it made the most money. That's the I'll say it, and then it also made the most embarrassing moments in wrestling history.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for WCW Super Brawl. Overall, the show was really good. My favorite match was probably we didn't see like any high flying really, but
Not really.
for the exception of Conan, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like it was probably Flair and Savage. What about you?
Uh, yeah. Actually, Flair and Savage is probably one of the highlights of the whole show.
Uh,
That and Johnny B. Bad and
yeah, that
in
was
the DDP match. That was pretty good.
the Public Enemy versus Nasty Boys was really good. The opening match. That was a really good match.
Yeah.
They started strong but ended bad. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll be back Wednesday for our Dynamite live reaction.
Yeah.
Thursday, Ring of Honor. Uh, I believe Rampage is on Saturday this week. I could be wrong, but someone told me that on the guide channel that it was on for Saturday at 9 to 10 at the
Okay.
regular start time just on Saturday. But I'm pretty sure they'll announce it on Wednesday. But uh, yeah, we'll definitely be back on Wednesday for Dynamite for sure. Uh, definitely subscribe down below. We're at 332 subscribers. Definitely check out the links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Podbean. I haven't really put anything out on Spotify for a few weeks now, but I plan on putting some more out. Uh, but there is a lot of new. I uploaded like 10 uploads last month, so there is new stuff on there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday for our AEW Dynamite live reaction.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Peace.